J.J. Johnston. I'm your Dungeon Master. And you might say, what is 2B or RPG? And that is the question. And the answer is that we are a group of professional actors and technicians with affiliations to the Classical Theater Company here in Houston, Texas. And we play a weekly Dungeons & Dragons campaign online for you and to the benefit of the Classical Theater Company, which is what I'm going to talk about right now. You can support right now, during this episode, the Classical Theater Company to help continue to produce high-quality classical drama here in Houston, Texas, for our audiences, for our students, and the community at large. Your donations can be given through our PayPal, which is below on our Twitch channel. You can find the link to that through our PayPal. You can also go to our website directly at classicaltheater.org, where you can donate directly to Classical Theater Company through that. Now, you can do that before our episode, you can do it after our episode, you can do it during our episode. And if you do donate during our episode tonight, before the end of our episode, and you follow us on Twitch, you have to do both of those things. Donate $1, $5, $10, your 401k, it's totally cool. And any amount will qualify. You can donate to Classical Theater Company. It's a tax-deductible donation. You will be entered into a drawing for a really cool prize, which we're going to give away at the end of the episode. Delivered in part by our friends at Bedrock City Comic Company. Thank you so much, Bedrock City Comic Company. We have a Player's Handbook, 5th edition Player's Handbook, autographed by the cast of To Be or RPG. So if you follow us on Twitch, if you donate any amount during this episode, you will be entered for a drawing at the end of the night. We will announce the name of one lucky winner who will have donated to Classical Theater Company. You will win that autographed Player's Handbook. Now, this is our second episode. We are very excited to be back here now after a 2-week hiatus. Our apologies, the 4th of July got in the way. And so we are excited to be back here live for you, playing Dungeons & Dragons with a classical twist. We have coming up this weekend, speaking of events around this weekend, the Classical Theater Company will be at Comic Palooza at the George R. Brown Convention Center here in Houston, Texas. It runs July 15th to the 17th. It is Texas's largest pop culture convention. And we will have a booth there, and we'll be performing a reading of an excerpt from Ian Dozier's William Shakespeare's Star Wars, The Empire Striketh Back at 6 o'clock on Saturday evening. So we would hope that if you're in the area, you'd come on down and check us out. It's a good time. Comic Palooza is awesome. We've been going there for years. Now, as an added bonus, the cast of To Be or RPG is going to be making appearances throughout the course of the weekend at our booth. Some of them will be performing that evening with our William Shakespeare Star Wars, The Empire Striketh Back. You'll get a chance to meet and chat with some of your favorite characters from To Be or RPG. So a lot of exciting events coming up. And with that, speaking of events, what's been going on with me? I'm so glad you asked. We just wrapped up the fiscal year at Classical Theater Company, where I'm the executive artistic director, and I'm very excited. We had our end of year board meeting while we were on break, and the board approved a budget, so we're going to produce theater for at least one more year. So that's always I sweat a little bit when we have to go in front of the board and propose a budget. So we got approved. So we will be producing our 15th anniversary season of Laughs. You can purchase your tickets right now at classicaltheater.org for the upcoming season, a season of laughter. So that's what I've been busy doing, that, getting ready now, starting to set up meetings for next season with the directors and start looking at casting and blah 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 blah. So that's what I'll be doing for the rest of the month. But yeah. So other than that, that's what I've been up to. That and writing a campaign. So how about y'all? What have y'all been up to? It's been 2 weeks since we have seen everyone. Speaking of seeing people, you might notice one of our cast members, Andrew Love. He plays Bronin Grimsblade, our paladin of Iluid, the goddess of the moon, our moon knight, if you will. And despite what rampant rumors have circulated for years about him, he was not capable of laying on hands on himself, and so he is still a little ill. He took ill last week and is still a little under the weather. And so we thought, you know what, rather than get everyone sick here on set, we'll leave him in his closet, which is where he is right now. He's sending messages from his closet. So thank you so much, Andrew, for joining us. We are so sorry that you are not here present.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. I went to a baseball game and I thought I'd catch a pop fly, but I caught a cold instead. So,
so there you have it. What about anyone else? So we got anything exciting, interesting?
Well, someone had a premiere this weekend.
Oh,
my
snap!
God, who did that? What? That was me. I think it was me. Well, I work with a company here in Houston called Says Who Productions with some powerful, badass, awesome women. And we just recently had a premiere of our second episode of a web series called Secret Lives of the Gossip Teen, which is a parody of high school soap operas. And it went very well. Gabe's actually in it, in the show, in the second episode. So now you can find our pilot episode on our YouTube, on the Says Who YouTube page, as well as the live stream premiere of our second episode. Well, we've tested it a little bit in front of the audiences. We're making a couple of changes, and then we'll be uploading the second episode in a few weeks. So look out for that.
So it Says Who Productions has its own YouTube channel, or the show has its own YouTube channel?
No, Says Who has its own YouTube channel.
Awesome.
So
Thank you.
Go to YouTube.
Cool beans. Great. What about anyone else? Fun, exciting things?
I actually, huge news. Got a quote on some windows for my house.
Oh my God.
It was way too expensive, so
no windows.
No
windows. Just
No
holes
windows
in your
yet.
house for
Is
now.
this
A quote from classic literature?
No, it's also watched a lot of Stranger Things. It's awesome, and if you haven't seen it today, this photo from James Webb Space Telescope. Go look at it. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
You're welcome, space nerds.
Yeah, huge space nerd.
And myself included.
That's it.
Awesome. Thank you. Anyone else? Is fun? The past couple weeks, what y'all been up to?
I've
missed you. I've missed you guys.
I've been waiting to be here.
Yeah, I know, right?
I got my face tattooed over the weekend.
Nice.
And then
Oh.
I don't have
So you did.
smallpox or anything.
Nice. All right.
I
Adorable.
thought those freckles looked new.
Nonsense.
I know. I wasn't going to be like, what's up with your freckles? Like, what?
Nice. It looks very nice. All right, well, that's exciting. I didn't get anything tattooed. Now I feel left out.
We can change that real quick
Next
with the
time.
bootleg kid I have.
Next time.
Tonight could go very different.
It's true.
Get the Mike Tyson.
Fair enough. Fair enough. How's, Babush, what you been up to?
I went to Dallas and I saw a public works show.
Ooh, cool. What did
yeah.
you see?
I saw Odysseus, the Odyssey.
Yes.
The Odyssey.
Yeah.
That sounds
So it was awesome.
The Odyssey on stage?
Right, yeah, it was on
Wow.
stage, and it involves 8 professional actors and then a bunch of people from the local community, like different dancers and drummers, and then they have people that are employees of Public Works Dallas, and they even had, I think, one of the council members come and make a cameo. So it's this community theater, kind of the way it should be, where it really involves the community. So. Yeah,
That's awesome. That's so cool.
It was very fun.
Neat.
Very fun. A musical too. So.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Even cooler.
It was very fun.
Nice. Awesome. Andrew, what have you been up to? Andrew's just sitting in his closet.
Oh, what have I been up to?
So you saw a baseball game.
I saw a baseball game, and then I saw some fireworks. That was really cool.
Nice.
And then the last week was kind of a blur. And then, but tomorrow on High Dive, there's a new show, and it's kind of about adventuring. And I'm very excited that I get to announce I play this guy, Edvard, and I'm quitting heroing.
Oh.
And it's about a guy who is a hero, and he goes and he defeats all the bad guys. But then everyone's like, actually, we don't like you. And he's like, well, I don't like you either. So then he decides to go join the bad guys. It's a very funny show, but it's very much in this kind of realm. And the character Edvard is half kind of what is it? Dragonborn. It's kind of like Dragonborn.
Dragonborn.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Big
Very
lizard
nice.
boy.
Yeah. Very nice. Awesome.
And it's a New English dub, and it premieres tomorrow on High Dive. And I think I don't know if it's in batches, but the first episode you can watch tomorrow at 1.
Cool.
In the day, not at night.
1 p.m.
Depends on where you
1
are.
a.m.
I don't know.
1 a.m. local
My
time,
favorite
Houston
Yes.
time. All right.
Yes.
Oh
Well,
boy,
cool.
time for anime.
Yeah.
Well, awesome.
Deep in the
Well,
desert.
thanks everybody. Shall we get started here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. Your hardy band of misfit adventurers has spent the better part of a day getting inadvertently pulled into a generations-old feud between two households in the town of Verena. The wealthy elven wine merchant Capulet family and the human noble house of Montero. After stumbling into a street brawl which saw several deaths, including that of Tybalt Capulet at the hands of our bard Billy Wobbleaxe, the party found its way to the temple of the human all-father deity Lore, and into the confidence of a priest there, Brother Lawrence. Come on.
You did
If I
it
make the names,
too.
I should know the names, right? Who said that he had married the young Ramayo Montero and Juliet Capulet in secret the day before. The couple, fearing their family's responses to their nuptials, told Lawrence that they would flee Verena shortly. The group then turned their attention to finding the young ones, and after talking with Juliet's handmaid, they learned that the star-crossed lovers had gone down to the docks in the early morning in the hopes of escaping on a hired riverboat. After learning that they had fled upriver and into the wild and mysterious Forest of Arden, the party followed in their wake, hiring a barge and pursuing them up the Avon River. The Forest of Arden is a wide and dark green blanket which covers a vast swath of the North March region of the Lorne Empire. It stretches some 1,000 square miles and is bookended by the mighty Teth River in the east and the Brackshire Peaks Mountains in the west. Strange rumors and legends have gone back millennia about the forest, and it seems that at least some of them must be true, as it remains one of the most untamed regions of the Eastern Empire. The sun has dipped beyond the distant Brackshire peaks, and the white clouds overhead have turned an imperial violet. The pilot of your river barge, the tall, broad-shouldered Calbert Peachant, expertly navigates the waters of the Avon, switching between his pole and the rudder. It's been 4 hours since you left the bustling town of Verena behind you, and Calbert's brow and dark, chin-length dreadlocks are damp with sweat. You've spent the last 2 hours heading along the wide river and deeper into the forest. The dark green branches of the ancient oak trees and elm trees stretch out overhead, creating a dark coolness beneath its canopy. There's been almost no traffic on the river, just one opulent-looking riverboat and a pair of barges all heading downstream the opposite direction. Most river barges are large, flat, wide craft, and the one you're on is no different. Your group rests on the deck, leaned up against the rails or sitting on your packs or satchels, looking up as the last flecks of sunlight disappear between the branches and leaves overhead. There's been it's quiet, and the only sound is that of the river lapping against the bow of the barge and the pole knocking against the rail. Calbert breaks the silence that he's held for the last hour. Shouldn't be too much longer. There's a good-sized village up ahead called Riverside. Should be there in the next hour or so. We could stop there for the night. Not a good idea to be out on the river after dark.
Why do they call it Riverside?
I imagine because it's on the side of the river. Strange one.
Oh!
Yeah.
Real
That's a
head
good
scratch.
one.
That's a real head scratcher, that
So
one.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty.
Clever.
Yeah, indeed. Very, very clever indeed.
What
Something
did
funny?
No,
No,
not at all.
all right.
No.
Yeah. All right. I'm not. Most people don't find me very humorous. I'm just saying.
I can't imagine why.
You got
I
a
don't
good
know.
humor about you.
Uh,
Gilbert.
a humor.
Seem
I
like
think.
a real jokester.
Yeah. Well, if you say so,
Yeah,
I
I do
appreciate
say
that.
so.
Wow. Well, thank you kindly. I don't know. No one's ever really seen it in me before. I'm a pretty serious fella.
Just got to mine it out a little. Just dig it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, next time you think I say something funny, you just let me know.
Oh, I will.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do the people of Riverside say comes out after dark?
Well, I can't speak to exactly what they say at Riverside comes out after dark, but rumors of strange things in the woods have emanated from, well, as far back as anyone can remember. There was a talk about giants eating people. And, well, there's also any number of bandits that like to hole up here in the forest and then raid out on the river or down off the Imperial Highway.
What do you know about Galenta Repair, if anything?
Oh yeah, Galenta. Well, I mean, I know who she is. She's been doing this job longer than I have. She's a river woman. She's been running her barge up and down the Avon all the way down to mid-March even. She's a capable river woman. I admire her work ethic.
Do you have anything for the bugs that fly?
Oh,
Slaps a bug on his shoulder.
well, I don't have anything on me per se. I have a natural resistance to insect bites. I find they tend to be repelled by me.
That's why you
That
gotta
was
get
funny.
yourselves a tail. It's just swat the insects go by.
That's an effective thing. I'll work on growing me a tail.
Yeah, sure. As we're all having this conversation, I think that Zexus finally sits down. It's like, I'm gonna take these off, and slides off his boots that he's had the whole time, and finally stretch out his hooves that are underneath.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
Most people aren't expecting any of this.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah.
Could I, as we're going along in the
Yeah.
river, look over the side of the boat and try and catch fish with my hands?
Sure. Yes, absolutely.
Barehanded?
Your bare hands. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll call a dexterity check.
Okay. First roll of the game.
Uh-huh.
Fish.
Okay.
So roll a die 20 and add your dexterity modifier.
That's a 12.
A 12. You lean over, Cree, over the rail of the barge, which is fairly low. I mean, you can do it from kneeling, basically, and you peer over the edge and just keep staring for like minutes and minutes pass by as you're just staring down into the water. And then you see there's indeed there's a fish swimming along, and you reach your hand down, but it's too quick, and it evades your grasp.
Oh, almost got it. Well, no dinner for us. Sorry, guys.
I think we'll find something at Riverside, but if you want to keep going.
Nah, it's all right.
All right.
Ah, it's so nice to be surrounded by trees again. Hey, Cree.
Yeah, this is a bit better than the city. Not so loud.
Yeah, well, I have to say for myself, it makes me a little nervous.
I've got you. Roll the
Thank you. Yeah.
Are you afraid of the dark?
No, not so much the dark. The trees.
You're afraid of trees.
Not trees
Walk's
in
afraid
particular.
of trees.
All right, I got that one, but not trees in particular, just things that live in the trees, if that's clear.
Sure.
That is clear because I'm used to a bustling city. This is not something I'm thrilled about going. I don't know what's out there. So I'm with you on that one.
I've got an idea what could be out there, and let's just say the sooner we can get back to town, I think we'll all feel a lot more comfortable. Druid and barbarian excluded.
Well, don't worry. We got you protected while we're out here.
Yes.
Me and Nelia over here.
Yeah.
We will help you all through the woods.
And I'm here too.
Thanks, Bronin.
Bronin offers his support. Great. By the way, I have been polling this entire time.
Yeah,
I'm very proud
no,
of this.
Kelbert,
You take a break.
No, Kelbert. I like the way you handle that poll.
Oh,
No.
real well back in the 60s.
But Kelbert he kind of just looks down a little bit as you mentioned his poll. Kelbert swings the barge around a bend in the Avon River, and through the now inky black forest, you can see the warm glow of lamps and torches in the distance, some 100 or so yards down the river, and along the north bank. The light dots grow brighter and bigger as you get closer, and you can now see a slew of rickety docks that sort of reach out into the river like fingers. And with a deft hand, Kelbert slides the craft alongside one of the docks and tosses a loop of hempen rope around one of the piles and fastens the barge, securing it to the dock.
Like when you land a plane.
I appreciate that. There's a tavern here off the village square called the Crooked Crown. They should have some rooms for the night. I'm gonna sleep here. And he pulls out a bedroll from a pack and spreads it here on the deck. But it's just there across the village square.
You'll be safe here alone.
I'll be fine here.
You sure you don't want to drink for your pains?
Well, I mean, I guess I wouldn't turn down a beverage from a young lady such as yourself. All right. So he lays out the bedroll and then hops off with you guys, and you step off the barge and onto the narrow set of planks that make up the dock, and you make your way into the village square, which is right here off the docks. It's about 100 yards across. And it's well lit. There are lanterns and torches dotting the docks and in front of the various buildings that surround the square. It's made up of dark gray flagstone and is littered with dozens of tents and stalls that are all shuttered for the night, but you would imagine in the morning would be going full bore with vendors hawking their wares. Looming over the square there to your right is the biggest building you can see here. Not surprisingly, it is the local Temple of Lore. Very, very tall, very small in comparison to the one you were at just earlier today, but still the largest building here in the village. It has the white polished stone and the symbol of Lore, the four-pointed golden star there on the doors. Across the square opposite it is the next largest building, which is made of a dark stone, and it's got a number of steel shuttered windows, lead glass windows around it. It looks really, really sturdy and well built. All stone, heavy stone, heavy build. Standing in front of it is a fellow wearing well-worn leather armor and a dull metal helmet kind of cocked a little bit to his side, and a spear in his hand, and he's just kind of looking around the square, watching you guys as you get off the boat. And then directly across from you, as was indicated, on the other side of the square is the third largest building. It's a two-story wooden structure with numerous windows, all lit up. And there's a series of long tables and benches out in front of it, in front of the open door. It's an open door, light pouring out of it. Light and sound of music are spilling from the doorway. And a wooden placard carved over and painted to look like a golden crown hangs at an angle over the door. One can safely assume that this would be the Crooked Crown.
Perfect.
Oh, Kelbert, what's that building over there with all the stone and the metal and such?
Oh, that's that would be the sheriff's manse.
Sheriff's house.
Sheriff Mance. We got to talk to Sheriff Mance.
No,
think
it's the
it's house.
sheriff's mansion.
Yep, that's what I said. Yep.
Yeah, it's his house. It's the sheriff's house. It's the sheriff's house.
Sheriff Mance.
You're gonna
I'm gonna
have
write it down wrong.
You're gonna have a heck of a time getting those little ponytails out of your hair if you don't take them out soon.
You don't think I look good like this?
I mean, you look fine. You look lovely.
I think I look very great. Very
I'm just
highfalutin.
all right. I'm just
One would even argue fancy.
A fancy lady.
you don't you oh yes,
I
fancy.
kind of just like glare at him.
Fancy, very fancy, very fancy.
Speaking of looking, do
Very
I
fancy.
need to do anything?
Small town, probably.
Shit. I just start hastily bundling back up and
Okay.
just hide the essentials, if anything.
All right. You tuck your tail back into your pants and you pull your boots back up over your hooves and pull the hood up and wrap the scarf back around your face and rebundled Thexus is and well disguised now. Anything else?
Why would the sheriff's mansion be so closed up? It looks very unwelcoming. Why is that?
Oh well, I mean, inside there is the local jail would be in there as well. The sheriff kind of runs this village. It's not big enough really to have a reeve like a mayor. He runs the village here.
How does the rest of the town look in comparison, like as far as upkeep, safety, all those things?
That's tough to say. I mean, you're only standing in the village square, but it looks pretty nice. I mean, it's not in disrepair or anything. It's a small village here, fairly remote.
Well, Cubit, how about that drink? And we need to do a little information gathering when we're inside. Does that sound good for you all?
Sure,
Works
you.
for me.
Should we chat with the guard there? Do you think he might have seen anything?
Maybe. I want to get some more information before we, walk in with our foots in our mouths.
I don't have a foot.
Or hooves.
In my experience, it's always a good place to talk to people when they're getting a bit drunk, you know? May as well go.
That's a good idea.
She makes a
Yeah.
point.
Vornylia kind of loops her arm through Kelvin's and starts marching.
Kelvin?
Wait, Kelvin.
He's a good-looking guy.
All right.
Let's have
Really?
that
You
drink.
need to know.
You have to reach up a little bit.
Let's have that drink, Kelvin.
He says, "Oh, all right, Miss Vornylia, let's do this then. All right." And you make your way across to the Crooked Crown.
I want to go on a date.
You step into the bright and lively tavern that is the Crooked Crown. Fresh sawdust covers the floor and the wood plank floors and mixes with the smells of beer and roasted meat that assault your senses. A long bar runs along the wall opposite the door, and there's a roaring fire in a stone hearth there to your right. Over the hearth is an enormous trophy, a 4-foot-long river trout is mounted on the wall on a plaque over the fireplace. And then dozens of more trophy fishes, none as large as that, are also dotted along the wall there, opposite there.
Do you
Look
think
at
any
that
of them
fish.
sing?
Along the wall to the left is a small stage about 15 feet across and is currently occupied by a 4-piece band made of 3 diminutive halflings and an equally diminutive gnome, with a handmade banner over them that says, "They might not be giants." They seem to be pretty talented, despite being roughly 3 sheets to the wind. And in the corner of the room, by the bar, raised up on a short pedestal, is a large, old-looking, high-backed chair. And immediately to your left, directly to your left, is a staircase that leads up to the second floor. The center of the room is filled with an assortment of mismatched chairs and tables. You would guess there's probably about 60 or so patrons in here tonight. They look like roughly, they all appear to be at a quick glance, mostly farmers, river folk, that sort, locals, woodcutters. They're mostly human. You see there are a couple of dwarves, a few halflings. There's a half-elven woman spotted here and there. But behind the bar, a dwarven male is slinging mugs of beer down the long bar. He's wearing a bright red bowler hat with a jet black feather shooting off the top of it at a jaunty angle. His jet black beard is groomed and oiled, and his mustache is greased up into a handlebar. He's got a red ascot on around his neck and a crisp white apron over a black silk vest over a white billowy shirt, which he has the sleeves rolled up on, and you can see his dark, impressive, hairy forearms. He's got a keen gleaming eye, and it catches you as your unusual band walks in through the door. And he shouts at you over the din, "Well, looky here!
Oh, damn it.
What the river brought us. Come in, strangers! Grab a seat or a piece of bar. I'll be with you in a mo." What would you like to do?
I thought there was more to that.
Yeah. It's like cut off.
He said he'd be with you in a mo.
I put my arm around Bronan and I say, "Bronan, what will you have? It's on me tonight."
It all. Have it all.
All right, we'll start with one first. But I'm actually gonna just try to pick a little coin off of him because I do this to him all the time. So
Okay.
have him pay for it.
Okay, so please make a sleight of hand check.
Man. 10.
A 10. Okay, make a perception check, please, Bronan. So roll a die 20 and add your perception bonus.
Oh, shit.
I critically failed that.
Oh! Okay. You rolled a natural 1, did you have?
I did.
A natural
did.
1, okay.
Drinks on the paladin tonight, baby.
You feel someone grab a coin out of your pocket, and you slap down. You reach down with like both hands, and then you find your own hand in your pocket. The other hand is in your pocket, and you're like, did I just steal a coin from my own purse? You're very confused for a moment. You managed to pull out roll 1d6.
6.
He just took 6 gold pieces out of your coin purse. So please extract that from your inventory, Bronan.
Drink for everyone.
Oh, that is so funny.
I bet you money this bartender can cook up a mean cocktail.
You know what? I'm feeling like having some fun. Have a little bit of drinking competition between the two of us.
Oh, fucking shit. Hell yeah.
Can I join?
Absolutely.
I put
You'll drink us under the...
I put my money on Cree.
I do too.
Calvert's like, I think I'm going to sit that one out, but I will have a drink. But I don't know about competing. That's I got a barge to pull.
Got to keep your humor up.
Yeah, I got to.
Oh, yeah.
Was that a joke?
Maybe.
Let me know.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
I'll get you a drink, Calvert. What's good here?
Thank
Have
you, Miss
ever-
Vornylia. I'm a simple man, river folk, just
Drink seawater.
just an ale would be fine. A mug of ale would be fine. Thank you so
Great.
much.
All right, so we have the three of you competing in a little drinking game.
Absolutely.
Sure.
All right, so I put my money on Cree.
Great.
You.
Ha! Cree will win, but I will put my money on Texas.
Elven sister.
All right.
I
Sucks
start.
to be you, buddy.
I start waving my hands around like, all right, everyone, we have a competition. We have 3 of my fellow friends here that will be drinking together to see who can drink the fastest, right? Or the most. Which is it?
The most without falling over. How about that? So,
I like these rules.
Oh, I'm keeping my pick then.
I slide up the loot and I go, shots, 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 and bardically inspire Thexus.
All right. You got 1d6 inspiration dice, please.
I would give it
That
to
lasts for
myself.
10 minutes. You can use it within 10 minutes. You kind of weave your way through the crowd. They're all cheering loudly for the tune that they might not be giants is playing. Something about a girl named Alice. Say I'm the only cup of tea in your bonnet. Leave a little dormouse in his hole. And you see a table where a card game is being played in the back of the room, near the hearth. And then the dapper-looking dwarven barkeep approaches. Hello, the name's Hoggum Blackblade. And I welcome you to the Crooked Crown. What's your pleasure?
Huggum, you have a wonderful name.
He smiles, and you can see he's got a gleaming golden tooth in his mouth.
You said Blackblade?
Yeah, Hoggum?
Hoggum.
Hoggum Blackblade.
Hoggum. Monsieur Hoggum,
Ah, yeah.
we need a round of drinks, and you got to keep them coming because we've got a little friendly competition.
My favourite kind of competition is a friendly one, I'd say.
A round between the three of them. We will have 2 mug ales.
Oh, well, that's not the problem, lass. And he goes down, pours 2 ales, slides them completely unnecessarily all the way down the bar to you, and you pick them up. That'll be, let's find the price for that. That would be 8 copper, lass.
I hand him a gold piece.
Oh, my. That is, he holds it up to his gold tooth. That's all right, Barbara, thank you so much. He clinks it into his pouch. And shots of Godresian ale, Godresian rum for you, is it?
Yes.
That'd be lovely.
Whatever
yeah.
the hell that
Don't
is.
know.
Ah,
Sounds good.
excellent.
And a mixed drink if you got something. I feel like you got that talent.
Could mix something up for you if you like, sure.
Yeah, just as a sipping drink.
Understandable. Right, okay. So he goes to, ducks down behind the bar, comes back with it's a very, like a dark amber-looking liquor. It is Godresian rum from the island nation of Gedris, and pours 3 shots for you each, and says, if you need more than that, let me know, and I'll get you a mixed drink. Just a moment. He ducks back shuffles down to the other end of the bar. You see him, he kind of disappears. He hunches down behind the bar, comes back up. Does this is the wind, comes back down, comes down. He's smelling something out of a glass. He comes back down, and then he winds up coming back to you. He says, I haven't got a name for this particular beverage, but it's something my mum used to offer to me when I was a wee lad, when I was cranky, you know. So it's a small cup, wooden cup, and it's filled with a sort of a milky white, and it's kind of frothy, and you can smell the alcohol coming off of it. And he says, it's best not to ask what's in it.
All right, thank you, mate.
Really
Thank
just
you,
gonna
Hoggum.
take a cup full of white stuff from a man you just met.
You know, it's not the first time. And takes a sip.
Take a sip.
Live long.
It is very strong. You can definitely taste. There's goat's milk in this, and it's got a tang to it, but like a real solid punch following that, and then something just a little, I don't know, fruity maybe. But you take a sip. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh Lord.
You say that the drink doesn't have a name.
It doesn't have a name.
Maybe by the smell of it, we can call it the Ramsey.
I like the idea.
That's a good one.
Can you call this the Ramsey?
The Ramsey.
And a 15.
Oh, well, I think we could call it the Ramsey. No problem. Sure, the Ramsey. I don't see why not.
2 Ramseys for me and my paladin friend here.
Oh, all right then. Well, so let it be. And he goes back down. And not long thereafter, he comes back. 2 identical cups of alcoholic beverage cocktail for you. It tastes the same as our friend here, and it's kind of fragrant. It's kind of sour taste to it. It's really it's pleasant. You wouldn't want to drink too many of these, but yeah, it's not
To
bad.
Ramsey.
And that will be. We'll take. We'll call it. I'll call it a silver each for the cocktail.
I hand him just 1 gold piece. I'm feeling quite generous this evening. Here you are.
Oh, You're a generous lot. You're welcome back here anytime.
That's what we like to hear.
To keep it fair, should everyone in the contest have a Ramsey?
I think I can handle 2.
Or pitter patter. Grab a
sure?
shot. Grab a shot glass.
Two Ramses at once? My goodness.
How are you feeling, you big bear bitch?
I'm already halfway there. I think I would start drinking it as soon as the thing he handed me. As soon as he handed it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So we'll get 2 more. 2 for you. And I'll give 1 for you, lass.
Yeah, sounds
That's,
great.
that's 3 silver for the 3 drinks. And
You want to pay for ours as well if you're feeling it. You know.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
This on the cleric tonight.
Why not? I give him another. I give him the silver pieces required.
all right, there you go. Okay, great.
Less
So that's 3. So 3 silver. Each of you make a Constitution saving throw, please. So roll die 20 and add your Constitution bonus, saving throw bonus specifically.
Okay.
So your saving throw bonus, not
side.
your attribute
never
bonus.
On the right side?
We're on
No, the little
Yeah, over here, right?
no, top box.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, great. I got an 18.
21.
Wow.
Oh my.
Damn.
You're not stymied by these
Oh,
at
no.
all.
It's devil
It's
can hold
it's
his
delicious,
liquor.
and you are immediately enamored of this drink. It is delicious, and you're really enjoying it, Texas. So you go and now you guys are gonna do shots now.
Let's do
Is that the
it.
plan? All right, drinking contest. Okay. So you have your shots lined up of Godresian rum. First shot, everyone go down. Please make a Constitution saving throw. So roll a die 20 and add your Constitution saving throw bonus.
Got another 18.
20.
Wow.
Dirty. But 20.
Impressive. Okay. All right. You guys throw it back. Texas and Cree, you throw them down. And you just like dump the shot glass over. Billy, you like thunk, stand there and feel the warmth of the rum sort of run down your throat, and you're like, and then it gets down to the Ramsey down here. And it's kind of like, oh yeah.
Just take the last 2 shot glasses and I slide them over.
You will be at disadvantage on all skill checks until you take a nap or have a strong cup of coffee or a cold shower. Okay, you guys had your Godresian rum replaced. You still have 3 in front of you now. All right.
Right.
Texas.
Better. 20.
18.
Okay, you guys are hanging tough. You're hanging tough. Okay, you throw down your second round of Godresian rum. It's kind of spicy. It's like a spiced rum kind of flavor to
Like
it.
a fireball or a Captain Morgan?
Yeah, like Captain Morgan's. Yeah, and you've thrown it back, and you're kind of feeling invigorated by this, right? You've had and for you guys, for some reason, the Ramsey is not messing at all with the Godresian shots. Shots of
Nice
Godresian rum.
warmth, actually.
Yeah, it's working all right. You're feeling pretty good. Okay, you've got 2 more. Let's see another round.
I'm trying to gather the people around. Like everyone, come look at this. And just trying to gather a group.
Make a persuasion check.
That is a 15.
A 15.
Yeah.
Okay. You get there's a couple folks just around you. There's 2 or 3 folks. They start to pay attention a little bit as you guys are all kind of all huddled up at the bar, and so they've kind of like looking down, looking around.
It's fascinating. Come on, look.
All right. There's this strange cloaked figure throwing back shots with this wild-looking barbarian lady with huge pigtails shooting off the top of wild pigtails shooting off the top of her head. And so the folks are kind of paying attention, and you're throwing around money. People are noticing how easily you guys are kind of tossing money around. So those are kind of paying attention here. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I guess you think you still have, in this initial set, each have 1 shot left. Oh, what was the rolls?
I got a 12.
A 12. Okay.
23.
My goodness.
Quite impressed by you, Blob.
Thexus is a drinker, y'all. Thexus, he is really just, he's pounding them down like water.
It gets to the point where I've gotten up on the table. I'm standing on the table, hollering and like waiting for this last drink to be thrown down my gullet.
Now, this being now a couple, 2 shots and a cocktail in, feeling a little like, a little loopy, but
Well, we're
you're
in that
still,
one.
you're still hanging on. You're still hanging on. No detriment yet, quite yet. All right.
Stay in this, Cree. I got money on you. You got
Oh,
this.
come on, Shifter!
I do it for the love of the game.
There's a fella standing next to her. You say you got money on her?
Yeah, I believe that this one is going to last much longer than that one. It's just a feeling that I
I
have.
try to look big and
So
strong.
this one's a wild one, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And wild.
How strong you feel about that?
I look over to Bronan, who's probably judging me right now. I feel really, really good about it.
10-1, mate. 10-1.
10-1.
10-1.
Well, all right. Let's do it. Okay, all right.
Make a little pile.
He pulls out. He lays. I mean, 3 silver down, which is for unskilled labor in this world. 3 silver is like more than a week's worth of work. So he's like, tink, tink, tink.
Boy, this guy might need to talk to somebody.
I see this
All
and
right.
I'm like, come on! Nobody wants to name me the champion yet!
We've got one left, Thexus. May as well go for it.
Now listen, I don't trust that mass drinker. You know, it's shady. Don't know what's going on under there.
Tell you what, if I win, I'll take it off.
Yo, all right then. Okay, so all right, make a Constitution saving throw.
23.
20.
I got a natural 20.
Natural 20.
So 26.
Amazing. So you guys throw these shots back again. Now, Cree, you were starting to flag there in that like third round. You're starting to flag a little bit. You're like, oh, I don't know, but there's something about that last shot. You are back. You're back, baby.
Second win.
You're back. You are back. You guys are still going amazingly. Each round, it is increasing the difficulty of this. So you guys are really, you guys have to make some high rolls, and you've made some high rolls. Okay.
All
You guys are still hanging in there.
We gotta keep going. Well, I guess it is a tie.
One more time.
Yeah,
One more
jump
time.
up onto the bar.
All I know is I put money down, and ain't nobody won yet.
Well, if we increase the odds and like saying this loud
How
enough
about
for the
you
whole
buy
bar
us
to
another
hear.
drink?
20-1 on her, and you gotta give us a bit of direction around here. How's that sound, mate?
20 to 1. All right. He puts out 2 more silver pieces. So he's got 5 silver pieces riding on this.
All right, everyone. Anyone else want to go in? Last chance.
I go in on Texas!
All right, Vornylia, how much are you putting down?
I put down, how much is on the?
5 silver.
5. The person who's standing here, this hillbilly fella, he's done put down 5 silver
Right.
pieces.
I know nothing about gambling. I'm gonna put in 10 silver, 10 copper, and 1 gold.
That's
An interesting amount.
it's a strange amount.
We also have to notice, like, she cannot handle alcohol. She's just like throwing money out.
Gilbert's just, oh no.
you throw down a bunch of money and make a call it a persuasion check.
14.
So roll a die 20 and add your persuasion skill modifier.
Plus 1. 14.
A 14. Okay. You managed to get one more person next to you interested in putting some coin into the pot. Winds up tossing another handful of silver in there. So now the pot's got 8 silver there, plus whatever you've put in. All right. You guys have another round of shots.
What a shitstorm.
Don't forget your inspiration.
I already used it. Used it on the last one.
I got to 22.
17.
17. All right. You
What if we both pass out?
both slam back the drinks. Thexus, it catches up to you this time around.
Uh-oh.
You will. It's You're not like It's not coming back up, but you're done now, and you will also be at disadvantage on skill checks until you have rested, had a cup of coffee.
Ready for the next one, Thexus?
Oh, I think, and I think I needed sleep.
We have a winner, as I called it from the beginning. Our vivacious Cree. Everyone, let's pull. And I start divvying out the money to the gentleman that was betting.
Yep. Okay.
Can I give Thexus a clap on the back and a kiss on the head?
Sure.
I'll do that.
Broden, why don't you give Thexus your boot in case they get sick?
No, I can't. Those are my boots.
Oh, Broden.
Flip over the drum.
Vornylia checks in with Kelbert. Wasn't that thrilling?
It was in fact fairly thrilling. I found it to be a fascinating exploration of human tolerance, or semi-human tolerance. Partially human tolerance. Yeah, that's really quite something.
Tell me, so what is your name?
You're talking to the fellow who's betting?
Yes.
Oh well, hi there. My name's thank you for asking. My name's Lil Devere.
One more time.
Lil Devere.
Lil Devere.
Was that something funny about Lil Devere?
No.
Oh, you're just so handsome, mate.
It's a family name. It's a family name.
Yeah.
Lil Devere.
It's beautiful.
You got a big family or a little family?
Do I have a? I mean,
don't mind him. He's been drinking quite a lot.
I love everyone.
Oh yeah, I bet he does. Yeah. So it's a pretty big family. I got 8 brothers and sisters.
It's not a little family.
No, he's not a little family.
I don't understand. I'm sorry. Yeah. So what can I do for you?
Well, we are wondering, plus if you've seen some, other than us, some new people enter Riverside recently.
Did I see? Well, we don't. I mean, there's folks that come and go off the docks. Kind of all day, coming and going.
Particularly.
Oh, I was just going to say, we were going to ask, anyone like Galenta Galenta?
He's drunk,
We've been drinking.
I was here for that.
Names are hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know that particular name. I'm afraid.
What about a young elf and a young human in the throes of young love?
That was probably a bit too much information, but just 2 young people you've never seen before.
That does.
People in love.
I would have seen them. It would have.
That does not ring any bells, I'm afraid. But that sounds like a unique couple of folks. I'm sure someone would have noticed, I'd imagine.
Can I take a look around the bar area just to see, a crowd's kind of gathered? Has anyone made it a point to stay away from that crowd or to not get any attention or anything like that?
Okay. Make a perception check.
10.
Modified 10?
Oh, wait. I'm sorry, 9.
Even better, man.
Even better. All right. You kind of do a quick scan, but it's tough to see around. There's a lot of the folks
Broden,
are kind of
move. I can't see anything.
Stuck around you, and Bronen's just in the way.
Can I also do a perception check to see if there's anybody that I might recognize as being the sheriff or, someone who would be in charge?
Sure, yeah. Make a perception check. 13.
Lucky.
You do a quick scan of the room, like Delric's up in your face, and you're kind of like, oh, And you're kind of looking around. You don't see anyone at a glance that seems to be would probably match that description of a sheriff or a member of the a militia or anything. It's a group of mostly farmers, dock workers, folks in here.
Could I ask you a question, Lil Da Vinci? This
I'm sorry. Lil DeVere.
Lil DeVere, right? This
yeah.
block, Sheriff Mance, he a good fellow or no?
Who's that?
You know, the guy, Sheriff Mance, in charge of the town. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Cree again. Drinking a lot. The man's is located. We don't know the sheriff's name yet.
That's what I said, Sheriff. Yeah. What's his deal? Do the townsfolk, do they like him?
Well, yeah, we like him well enough. He's a nice enough fella. Sheriff Tristan.
Oh.
Tristan Wiltshire.
Tristan Mance.
No, Tristan Wiltshire. Mance ain't part of it.
Sheriff.
Sheriff Tristan. Oh man, y'all are confusing me.
Tristan what?
Tristan Wiltshire.
I heard wheelchair.
Mance ain't a part of it. Mance ain't a part. His house is a Mance.
Wiltshire. Oh, okay.
Wiltshire.
Wiltshire.
Yeah. Yep.
Wiltshire.
Tristan Wiltshire.
I thought it was Tristan.
Sheriff Tristan Wiltshire.
Tristan.
Yep.
And where would the sheriff be right now?
I imagine he's probably in his Mance. If I had to guess.
Does he take visitors so late in the evening?
I mean, I would be surprised if, it'd have to be an emergency of some sort, I'd imagine, or if you had some sort of business with him, official business maybe. I don't know.
Would you say he's ever held a dance in his manse?
Mance sounds like.
Well, if he doesn't dance, then he's no friend of mine.
I don't.
I'm very confused about this entire conversation.
Perhaps he wears special dance pants when he dances in his manse. He's got a dance pants manse.
Lil
no.
DeVere. If
Hagen,
you
can we have 5 waters, please?
Hagam, who's just been watching this whole thing from the other side of the bar. Oh, I'll do that for you, no problem. And he comes back not long thereafter with mugs of water for the group.
And I divide them between Texas and Cree.
this one doesn't taste like anything.
I take a sip and I spit it out and I'm like, what's that?
My body rejects water.
That's the worst ale I've ever had.
Tastes like water.
Can I do anything else for you?
Lil DeVere.
Yeah.
If you wanted to steal away with your secret lover, and I wink at Kelbert, without being disturbed by anyone, where would you go? A secret place where no one could find you. Here on the...
But that you know of.
His lip starts to quiver. Well, for a while there, I would, there's a little, if you just go up the riverbank just north a little bit, it's like a little tiny, like a little inlet off the river. It's not very big. It's just, it's good, but it's nice. It's private. It's off the river a little bit. I'd go there with the.
Tristan, don't pout now.
We're a safe space, Tristan.
That's not Tristan.
That's the sheriff.
Amber was her name.
Lil DeVere.
She was my love. Oh, the one true love. And then she left me for that son of a bitch. And he turns around and he grabs, he leans over, grabs the drink that he's been drinking, and just throws the whole thing back, tears trickling down his face.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
I just her Amber, so beautiful.
What does she look like?
She's got a long red hair. She's not tall. she was just about 5 foot. What about your height? Not too tall, long red hair. Yeah, and she had a big old lips, and they were so good for kissing. Oh man, I'd have kissed them lips forever.
She's
Was
still
she human?
out there.
Was she? Yeah, she was a human.
You'll find someone else.
I don't know. It's been a week now. I don't think I
still,
will.
she's still out there, Lildever. You never know. Look at your luck tonight. Winning this game,
That's true.
your luck may be turning around. You said a little inlet
you,
off the river.
Is it turning around now?
I kind of lean towards Kelber to put my arm around him.
Oh. All right.
But look at all the money you just won, right? Doesn't
I
that make
did.
you happy?
I
Does
did.
it
No,
not?
that is pretty
Oh, that
good.
keep you warm at night.
That's pretty good.
You can use that money to invest in yourself. How about that?
Yeah, I could do that. That would be. How do I do that?
Therapy.
And I look over to the bartender. Bring him another one. There you are.
Hoggum comes up, slides him another one. Oh, all right. Thank you. Thank you kindly, sir. What's your name?
Ramsey. Cheers.
Rex. They just named that drink after you, didn't they?
Sure did. Here we are.
He drinks. He throws the drink
I
back.
didn't think that's it.
Maybe we shouldn't. We should spend the night here just to.
Yes, get ourselves a room maybe tomorrow, because it's nighttime, right?
It is. It is now. Let me think. It's about. It's getting on between 8 and 9 now.
Maybe tomorrow we can check out that little,
Alcove, yeah.
that lover spot.
The little love spot,
Little
love shack.
So we came upriver looking for Galenta, but we don't know exactly where they were headed, right?
No,
But they had to have stopped here.
Sure, it's a long way.
might be wise to check in with the sheriff, yeah?
Yeah.
Or maybe Glenta's boat is still here.
Oh,
We didn't even check that.
no, we're real bad at this.
Hindsight is 2020.
But we don't know what her boat looks like.
Kelbert would have recognised it, though, wouldn't
Right?
he?
Would you
If we had
recognize
passed
Galinda's
it.
boat, Kelbert?
Yeah, it would.
Oh.
Did
Did
you
you
see
see
it
it?
on the way?
No, I wasn't looking for it, but you give me a second. I can go see if I can find it.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Go with him, Vornylia.
I'll go
Push
with
her
you.
to go with him.
I
well.
run into.
I'm so proud of her.
You are-
I'll keep you company. I'm good
I
at
appreciate
tracking
that. I
yeah.
appreciate that. And the two of you make your way out back across to the village square back to the docks. And he's looking around. Kelbert's looking around. He says, "Oh yeah, right there. Her barge is still here. It's tethered up right there on that dock."
I don't know. Should I go? I feel like I should get other people at a.
We aren't there.
I know. Okay.
Can I have followed her out just to make sure that he didn't try anything lascivious?
Kelbert?
Yes, I think
she'd
I
be
will
sooner
allow that.
to-
So you're following along at a distance, watching them as they've both made it across the square, and they are standing at the docks having a conversation. Are you attempting in any way to be sneaky in this?
No, I just kind of step outside and kind of maybe look up. But yeah, I'll take a stealth.
All right, let's have a stealth check then, please.
It's clanky.
Which you will be at disadvantage because you are in armor. So
Well, I already know what one of them is. Yeah, there it is. 6.
a 6. You step out from the doors after giving them a good 30 or 40 feet. You step out from the door. You trip over the door jamb and fall face first, boosh, in a loud crash. You spill the mug of ale you were sipping here. You are now face first there on the cobbles.
I hear him fall, and I run out. Brunin, that drink cost money. I go back in.
Ronan, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I just need to fix that damn step.
Well spotted, Kelbert. Let's tell the others.
Oh, well, all right
Okay.
then. You guys head back. Vornylia and Kelbert cross back across. Bronan is still there, kind of like brushing himself off, trying to look, cool there against the door. He's, and you pass in and then reconvene there at the bar.
Kelbert found the boat.
Oh, yay!
You should go check it out, right?
Maybe this is an inn as well, right? Or,
There are rooms upstairs.
is there any way I can check at the front desk to see if she signed in for the night?
Yeah, the front desk is the bar, so it's right,
Hoggum!
there.
Hoggum! Hey, friend! This might sound a bit strange, but we're looking for a particular person. They're not in any danger. We just need to talk to them.
That's a weird preface there. Not in any danger.
Well,
It was a bit hard coming in.
I could recognize it would be intrusive to ask for a specific name of someone staying in at your inn.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
But to ensure you, we simply want to ask them a question. They've
right.
seen or know what.
He polishes his gold tooth.
Ew.
Brilliant.
It's very shiny.
I suppose I'm not able to tell you.
Huh? No.
You got an itchy tooth.
I
or
see. So
something.
I was like, well, you really. I pull out a gold coin. This is. I kind of slide it over to him.
Oh, aye, well, much appreciated. And he
her name
takes
again?
the coin.
Galenta. She would have came on one of those.
He looks around. He kind of pushes himself up on the bar a little bit, looking. Oh, aye, she's over there playing cards.
Oh.
Gonna dash over there and slide up a real smooth. Excuse me, are any of you Galenta?
What the fuck?
Okay. You approach the round table where 4 folks are seated playing a game of cards. There are 3 humans, and from the look of them, they work on the docks here in Riverside, and 3 human men, and then 1 slender-looking human female with very well-defined muscles, spiky, kind of close-cropped hair, and a ruddy, weathered skin. There are 2 empty chairs here at the table. A pile of coppers and silver are sort of mounted there in the center of the table. And you're just hopping in one of the chairs.
I'll slide into the chair and boom. Anyone here Galenta?
The woman looks up and she goes, "Well, who's asking?"
Hi, Billy Wobbleaxe. We've just got in from Verena and just wanted to touch base with you about an odd job you took recently.
It doesn't ring any bells.
Maybe some wedding bells, perhaps?
Doesn't ring them either.
Okay. How about I buy you a drink and maybe we can chat for a bit? See if we jog memory? We know a friar, a brother, of law.
I don't really know what you're speaking about.
I'm not entirely sure either. I had
Yeah.
a Ramsey earlier, and it's kind of.
I can
kind of-
smell. I can
yeah.
smell. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me introduce you to the. So sorry to interrupt your game, everyone.
I'm in the middle of something right now.
Oh, let me buy in.
Okay. 2 silver pieces, right in the pot.
I see him going in on this game, and I join him. You mean I sit down right next to him? Ah, so we're here to play a game, are we?
So, I presume you're all familiar with Visti's Gambit? Let me explain the rules just in
Back of my
case you don't know. The way the game is played, in game terms, is you are dealt 3 cards, and each card is represented by 1 die. So you roll a 1 die 8, and you roll a 1 die 6, and you roll a 1 die 4, and you hold those. After each round, you bet on your on the die you have, and the idea being, after all 3 cards have been dealt, and all the bets have been made, everyone reveals their cards, and the player with the highest hand of cards, so the highest number of the 3 rolls, wins the pot. Any ties are divided equally.
Okay.
So a game that can use a lot of bluffing, right?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Because you can fold in a sense, right?
Yes. Basically, once you're in, but you don't have to. You can raise, but you don't need to. But you don't need to bet after each round.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to.
Getting into
We're
it.
role playing a card game. We're in like 8 feet deep now. So many layers.
So it's 2 silver pieces to buy in.
So, minus 2.
And so there are a total of 6 people playing. So we have 12 silver in the pot at the moment. Okay, so Galenta deals the cards around the table. So roll your die 8.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. So now, based on what you roll or what you want to look like you've rolled, place a bet now based on that 1 card you've been dealt.
I'll fold right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And as I'm folding, I go, so Galenta, how often do you swing through Verena? Any home base for you?
I live in Verena. I operate out of Verena.
So you happen to know the Capulets? Yeah?
The Capulets, I've heard of them. I've ferried for them before.
Oh yeah? Cool. Let the
Okay.
Is there a minimum?
No, you can bet just based on your hand.
I put in 2 copper,
Okay.
and I say, here's a pair of copper. Though they are equal, they are different. So interesting, a pair, like 1 and 2, they kind of look at each other.
Mm-hmm.
There we are.
All right. You you do so. One of the another one of the players folds as well, but the other 3 stay in, including Galenta. She holds on. They each match what you have put in. They each put 2 copper in, and then Galenta raises. She slides a silver piece in.
Oh, interesting. Somebody's off to a head start. I'm going to call.
Okay.
So I put in.
So you put in a silver as well, as do the other players. All right. Next round of cards.
D6.
Yeah. So now roll a d6. Okay.
Fantasy gambling.
The player 1. So it's the bet has now gone to the next person over from you, and they pop in 5 copper pieces, which player 3 also pops in 5 copper, and so does Galenta.
I reach in and I pull out 5 copper as well, and I say, gambling is a funny thing, right? I mean, you wouldn't want like young people to gamble on something they know nothing about. But I'm an adult. I kind of know what I'm doing. I put it forward.
Galenta's kind of watching you out of the corner of her eye as you keep talking. All right. Last card. Star 4.
What in the blooming hell is going on?
I don't know. I'm gay. I can't do math. guess I just made
Oh.
Nexus canonically gay. All right.
That's canon.
That's canon now.
All right. So now the next person over gets to bet, goes in and puts in three more copper. Galenta matches the 3 copper. Now it's your bet there, Delric.
I reach in and I grab 2 silver and I push it forward.
2 silver. All right. Make a. I'm asking you in game. Are you bluffing? The reason I say that is because I'm going to make you make a deception check if this is like a bold bluff. I'll let you determine.
I will say it's a medium bluff. It's not a good start, but I finished well.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, then I won't make you make a roll. Then I will let that slide.
Maybe an intimidation. More of an intimidation. Like I know I rolled well towards the end, so.
Okay. Would you like to make a roll? I mean, you seem to be asking to make one. All right, make an intimidation check. Roll a die 20. Add your intimidation.
Get at it, but I'll try. 11.
Modified 11. Okay.
At least confident.
Okay. The other players, one of them looks a little sweaty, and the one next to you, and he folds. But Galenta and the other players stay in. So now they match your 2 silver. All right. What is your? So now we reveal our cards, and the highest set wins. So player 2 has 8. Galenta 13.
11.
Oh!
Boy, though.
Galenta reaches over and pulls the pot in. She seems pretty happy right now. That was a good hand of Visti's Gambit.
That was wonderful. Can you do me a favor? Can you tell us what brought you to Riverside this evening?
She leans back, finishes her drink.
I then cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
I don't need any components,
Right.
spell slot, and I'm trying to.
And this is not the spell. This is your ability.
No,
right?
you can cast the Detect Thoughts spell without
Without any components. right?
no spell slot or components.
Okay, great. Okay. Then it does not require anything. Okay, so you're going to cast Detect Thoughts. Can you just tell us what that spell does?
When you cast a spell as your action on each turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see within 30 feet. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, or doesn't speak any language, the creature's unaffected. But it's just, kind of happens.
Okay, so surface thoughts.
Yes, essentially by asking the question what brought her here to detect her thoughts of what actually occurred.
Okay. So you ask the question and you watch her very closely, and her very small movements just tell you so much, and then you focus and you can almost hear what's going on in her mind, just barely, just the sort of the strongest emotion, and it seems as though the job that she took seemed to be what got her here was to hide something. She's not hiding that. I'm saying she came here to hide something. That's what you gather.
Do I get any sense of direction on where that was hidden? Like, is this a spot that she knows of, or was it impromptu?
It's tough to say. You can't really glean specific things along those lines. What you've got is You asked her what the job was, what brought her here. The job that brought her here was to hide something. And you get the sense that job is done. I will say that.
Could I approach the Are you still talking?
I was going to ask one more question.
Okay.
She's counting the coins now.
What was the answer? And the answer she gave was what again? Just a refresh.
Oh, the what brought her here? She says, I had a job that brought me here. I work on the river. I know fancy gents like yourself might not understand that, but I work with my hands on the river. I transport things up and down the river as a livelihood.
And with much respect, I reply, and that's very admirable. Ramsey, get into
Ramsey. Oof.
Admirable work.
Had a lot to drink too.
However, there are things in life that are very precious, and me and my cohorts around me, and I kind of gesture to the group, are wanting to protect things that might be in danger and things that, good people like you would help and hide. And I trigger the word hide.
Make a perception check. No, sorry. Start with persuasion.
Okay.
First.
Yeah, that's a good one. 23.
23. Okay.
Or 20, yeah, 23.
She stops counting the coins of what you said and looks at you. Now make a perception check. Billy, you can make a perception check as well.
15.
Because you're still sitting here, right? You're at the table, right?
15. 15.
So I said 50. I was like, wow, that's really good.
Flat 10.
Okay. So Galenta stops counting the coins and looks at you. And seems to be like just barely breathing. She's got like thin lips, just kind of looking at you, like pressing her lips together. You notice her like she's got a vest that kind of swings open, and inside is a. And inside is a. You see glittering inside the vest, a very expensive-looking, jewel-encrusted cloak pin.
I can speak telepathically to any creature within 60 feet of me. I telepathically throw into her head. We won't give away where they are. We only want to protect them.
She sits back and now is kind of looking around and then looking at you. She takes the coins. She puts them in her purse. She says, "All right, Delric, you get up. You going to follow as well, or?"
Sure. I kind of like. Am I following? And then
I mean, you clearly were a tandem when you sat down. So it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll follow along. And as I'm walking behind them, I look back to the group and I go. So I follow around.
Okay. You all see them leave. Well, Thexus is like
On the bar.
What's on the floor? I'll pick him up.
face down, on the bar, like singing a song.
Where'd my other horn go?
One of the They Might Not Be Giants band is kind of standing there looking up at you. You doing all right there, fella? So you guys, Galenta leads you guys out. So the two of you follow out. You see them, not you. See them leave.
Could I pick up Thexus a bit, throw an arm over my shoulder and follow them out?
Sure, yeah. You kind of hoist Thexus up on the shoulder
Nearly.
and come out.
I gestured Ronan like he knows to come with me.
Okay.
You gonna stay with your bloke friend, or you wanna come with?
I'm very
Kelbert is
hesitant.
still there having a conversation with you. So
Yeah.
Kelbert's down to clown.
I mean, listen, it's a lonely life on the river.
Right. Cheers.
And Vornylia's
Vornylia's
she's a looker.
torn.
Come on now.
She's torn. She's like, Kelbert, are you sure you're going to spend the evening on that barge?
Now,
Smooth AF.
I mean, I've had some pretty nice nights on that barge. I'm just.
Yo, it's episode 2 and we fucking.
I'm just saying.
Do you think you can delay your departure? I want to check something out with my friends, but
I could have another drink. All right. You turn around. So the rest of you guys have head out. You two with Galenta. You not far behind. As you turn, and Bronan as well. My apologies, Bronan. It's you've been
So far alive.
You're so quiet. You're kind of still sitting out on the bench, kind of cleaning yourself up, and then
chiseling away at the door
your party just starts leaving. You see like one after the other. What is going on?
Bronin.
I also love how every episode so far he's spilled something on himself or his clothes have gotten ruined somehow.
So embarrassing.
He's sitting out there like, God.
Just a mess.
Vornylia, as you turn around to follow the group, you leave Calbert behind. He's ordered another drink. There's a little girl, maybe 13 or 14 years old, standing right behind you. She's holding a broom. She's got short red hair, like mussy, spiky, like wild hair on her head. She's got freckles, and she's real dirty, like dirty, smudgy. She's wearing a tunic, a belted tunic that's got some holes in the elbows, and like pants that are also have got holes worn through them. A pair of ratty old leather boots. She's standing there. I see who you were looking for.
the two.
You're looking for an elf girl and a boy?
Right.
Yes, I seen them earlier.
Did you?
Oh yeah. They was heading northwest out of the village.
Northwest out of the village.
Heard them say that they was heading to Barnet Lake. She's just sweeping there. You know, I can take you there.
All right.
It's pretty dangerous out in them woods, and if you had 2 silver pieces, and I see that y'all have some silver pieces here, I noticed, I could take you to Barnet Lake. It's dangerous out there. You wouldn't want to go out there alone.
You would be willing to guide me and my friends.
Oh yeah.
How do I know that your information is true?
My name's Judith.
She makes a point.
Would you like to make an insight check?
Yes.
Okay. Make an insight check. Roll a die
Alright,
20
how
and
does
add
that
your
work?
insight bonus.
I feel like I'm being
Or
hustled by
modifier.
this kid. Okay.
It's a good one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Insight. Okay. 21.
Okay. That's very good. She seems to be on the up and up. She wants you get the sense she wants your money. But she doesn't seem to be lying.
Okay. 2 silver pieces, and you'll take
2 silver pieces, and I'll take you to Barnet Lake. You'd get lost trying to find it yourself.
me and my friends.
You and your friends.
All right. Deal.
It's a deal. And she says, oh, we should probably leave in the morning, though, because you wouldn't want to be walking out in them woods at night.
All right.
All right. Y'all will be here in the morning?
Yes, we'll be here in the
All
morning.
right. I'll meet you here in the morning, bright and early.
Great.
And she does like a little heel click on her ratty boots, and she like scatters, and before you like turn around, she's like disappeared into the crowd here of patrons.
Sure.
Now back outside, so you the two of you are walking with Galenta out into the square. She takes you about 3/4 the way across. You're near the docks now, and she turns around and she goes, "All right, now what exactly is your deal?"
Well, Galenta, when we were in Verena, we met Tybalt. I don't know if you're familiar with Tybalt.
I have crossed his path. I hear he's the Prince of Cats.
Yeah, and Ben, you familiar with Ben?
Ben Montero. No, I don't know him. I don't think I've come across.
Well, we are very intimately acquainted with them, and I slide the shiny Tybalt rapier out, and I go, there was a bit of an accident. They've lost some family members on both sides, and just want to make sure that everything's going to be okay, if you know what I mean.
Now, what exactly does this have to do with me?
Well, it appears that the families have been at each other at odds about the two young ones falling in love with one another. Apparently there's some business with wine and dealings and things like that.
Yeah.
The families are not friendly, and so...
I see. Yes. Well, that is a difficulty. I can see that. I didn't know either of them. They came to me. She looks around a little bit, make sure no one's listening. They came to me this morning. I was getting ready to go out on the docks. They didn't have much on them. I mean, I could tell what the story was. Young love. I'm never one to get in the way of young love.
No, neither of us.
No, love.
All for it.
Yeah. And they didn't have much to offer, but the boy had a cloak pin, so I took that. I took him up here, and they swore me to secrecy, but you've wheedled it out of me, so I guess I wasn't sworn that heavily.
They'll be fine. We just need to know where they're heading. We got to make sure they're safe.
Well, I don't know where they're heading. Specifically, the boy said his family has some sort of home, ancestral home, somewhere up off in the woods somewhere. I don't know exactly where. I just brought him here. That was all I know. They were gone as soon as we hit the docks.
Dear. So you no idea where they could have gone?
I'm afraid not.
Did they have any luggage or anything with them before they left?
They had just what they had slung over their back. I mean, they had packs, but they didn't have.
Did you overhear any conversation of what they might want to do?
There was a lot of whispering up at the front of the barge. I didn't really see or hear what they were talking about.
So you have no idea?
I'm afraid not.
So Vornylia,
you come charging out.
Yes,
Bronin's
yes.
still sitting on the thing, watches Vornylia. Now everyone has walked by. Bronin is just kind of sitting there at this bench, like, what is, oh man.
What is wrong with me?
And now, carrying Thexus, Kree has joined, and Galenta is now like, well, there's a lot of you, huh?
Put me down, you're making my tummy hurt.
Well, a group of adventurers, usually 6 is a pretty solid number.
I see.
Great balance we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know where they
gone?
went. I don't know where they went.
thank you, Galenta.
Yeah.
And-
Can I? Are we done? Are we done now?
Yes.
Yes.
You never heard any of this from me, by the way.
Absolutely
Right.
not.
Yes.
Who is this?
This is Galenta.
No.
I have no idea
You
what's
never-
going
We
on.
have no
This
idea
is no
who
one.
she is.
This is no one.
I'm
You've never.
so- my
You're
head-
so drunk. You're seeing people. We're just outside viewing the stars. Look up.
Fall over.
Just falls straight back. Galenta steps over Thexus and back into the bar.
And through Bronin.
And right past Bronin. Bronin is like, what is going on?
Bronin, get up.
Unless I'm being hustled, I have a lead.
What's that?
A small waif child. Judith says she knows where they might have gone.
Well, where did they go?
To a village in the northwest near Barnett Lake.
Do you trust her?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like she's lying but it seems like she really likes money.
Did you pay for
So-
this information?
Could trust
I
that.
haven't paid her yet, but she's going to take us in the morning. She says it's too dangerous to travel by night.
Oh, that was considerate. That was considerate.
Frankly, I could use some rest.
I could actually. I got to sleep this
I want
Ramsey
a
off.
damn fucking nap.
Right.
We'll get you to bed, Texas.
Shall we take rooms? I think I'll spend the evening out amongst the stars.
Oh, really? Where?
Oh, I'm just gonna go for a little walk and
Oh, alone?
yes, alone.
All by yourself? Oh, that sounds safe. Broden and I should go with you. We don't want you
No,
walking.
I'll be fine.
She'll be
The
fine.
girl have her sex alone.
Oh, my.
Oh.
Yes.
Vornylia, before you leave, do you still have that red granny?
Red Nanny.
I do have
Even
I
more
do
than
have
Granny.
a little red nanny just for you. Thank you for being so protective of me, Brendan. And
You're
she
welcome.
You
Be safe.
give him a sprig of the red nanny, the relaxing herb that you purchased back in Verena a couple of weeks back, and so it's handed to you, Bronan, and it has a very pungent odor to it, but you imagine it will relax you quite nicely.
Yes.
You head back in. I presume you're looking for rooms for the night.
I look over to Kelbert.
Kelbert, who's still at the bar, he's nursing what looks to be maybe his third now ale.
I just, a little bit of...
I grab him by the scruff of his shirt and I pull him in real close. And I said, if anything happens to my friend, I'm going to find you and I'm going to rip your head off. And then let go of him.
that's her way of saying, have a wonderful evening.
You be careful now.
I sure will. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Let's
The room for the night is 5 silver pieces. So please subtract 5 silver. That also comes with meals, so you'll get a meal in the morning as well.
I want bacon.
So you guys head up to your room. You with the red nanny.
Did I ask for a smoking room?
And Vornylia, you're just hanging out with Kelbert there at the bar, having another couple drinks. He buys a couple for you. You guys did pay him pretty handsomely to ferry you up here, so he's got a couple coins in his pocket. And come late night, he seems to be you care to get out of here, Miss Vornylia?
Yes, I do.
Tasteful pan.
He leads you out from the bar, and we fade to black.
You hear the water wave.
So you guys have a long rest here overnight. So
We
the
do.
8 hours. Yes. 8 hours of rest, and you wake up in the morning. So anything that you so if you want to prepare any spells, now is the time to slot that in. And if you would get back any hit points you would have still lost, you will recover your hit dice if you have spent any hit dice since that point. So you wake in the next morning and eat a quick meal of porridge and bacon, and just for Texas. Texas, the light's a little much. Texas, you're a little hung over it.
Everything's really bright.
And just as you're finished washing it down with a mug of morning ale,
Hair of the dog.
Yeah.
Judith is standing right there by your table, just as you saw her last night. Vornylia, dirty and smudgy. She's holding the broom. She's kind of absently sweeping the floor. She says, y'all ready to skedaddle?
Okay, I can't tell if I don't trust Judith or if JJ acting like a child just terrifies me.
Creepy now, right? I'm so scared of Judith.
I'm sorry that we had an experience early on where I played a child.
You was like demonic,
Don't
so I
trust
think
it.
I'm
I know.
putting that on it.
I don't know. She's just a little girl. I don't know.
All right, great. I don't trust kids. Don't matter to me.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, so you're the little rug rat that's helping us today.
Oh, yeah. Who are you?
Well,
What's your name?
Oh well, I'm Delric.
Delric.
This is my.
You're real fancy.
Well,
very fancy.
you know, I can get rough and tumble. I kind of like shake my arms out a little bit.
You're a fancy one, and you're pretty big, fella. She points at Bronin.
So,
Yeah. What's your name?
Bronin.
Bronin. Just Bronin?
Bronin Grimsblade.
Oh, that's pretty. That is, yeah.
so Judith, how old are you?
I don't rightly know. Make a perception check.
It's all right. I don't know how old I am either.
Depends what day of the
What
week.
that's like. Oh, for that scans. What was that?
I think a 3
Was it
or an 8.
It wasn't above a 10.
an 8? Yeah, it was like an 8 or
An
something.
8-ish.
So
with,
10.
With a perception, so a 10 perception total. She looks young. You would guess she's not older than 15 years old, but not younger than 10.
So, you're not afraid of the woods?
Oh no, I've been living off the woods my whole life.
Do you have any parents, Judith?
I must have at some point, right?
But not now.
No, I never knowed them. No, they didn't want me, and so I growed up here, and people, they give me odd jobs, and Miss gonna give me 2 silver pieces, right?
How about I give you the first silver now and the second silver once we reach the place?
That's a deal. She spits in her hand again.
Oh, that was interesting. Bacteria.
Excellent.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
one silver piece out of your pocket, and she says, "Thank you, Miss," and she puts it in her pocket.
Well, it's a pleasure to work with you today. Hold back the spit, but let's go on, shall we?
Well, all right. Yeah. Let's go. And she turns you guys, grab your gear, and sling your packs on, and your loot, and you head out from the Crooked Crown, and out into the village square. The morning mist still hangs very heavily, very deep. It's not long. It's still very early in the morning. The sun hasn't even really risen. It's just starting to turn pink in the east, the mist is like swirling along the ground like a foggy blanket. And then across the village square, you can see the docks are already going. The fishermen and the rivermen are all loading and unloading and heading out to their day's work. Some of the early morning vendors are opening up their shops and stalls, and you can hear in the not too distant you hear a ting, ting, ting of a blacksmith's hammer on an anvil. Judith kind of leads you. Come on. Every time someone starts to lag, Kree gets distracted by something. She's like, come on. And you head out from the village center, and it doesn't take too long before you've reached the outskirts of Riverside. So again, it's not a very big village, and the villagers you can see now as you turn back and sort of see the village. They've kind of carved out their village from the forest itself, and there's some modest farmlands, a little bit, some small farms here and there, and before even long, you've passed even through that. By mid-morning, the mist has cleared, and you're now heading like into the denser portions of the forest. And she looks over her shoulder. Judith does, and she says, "Now, alrighty, now we're walking into the Arden. Keep your wits about you, right? Weird shit happens in here.
Boy, she's too young to be swearing.
Fuck that."
All right.
You know what? I like it.
I think she gets a pass.
There isn't so much a path here as there is a game trail that the scrawny young girl is kind of like following. The ancient dark and green trees block out much of the sun over your head, and the scrub and brush along the forest floor is still masked with swirling mist, making it darker and chillier here. And the only sound is your footfalls kind of crunching on a bed of fallen leaves. Vornylia and Cree, now for the first time in several days, you feel more relaxed and in your element. And Vornylia seems extra relaxed, I might add, a little extra relaxed today.
Little nanny.
Sorry, as we go, could I start marking trees with my claws?
Marking trees?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, not a problem. So you kind of spring your little shifter claws out and start marking some trees as you pass by. And you guys feel just kind of a relief almost as you leave the urban village and towns and back out into the wild. Around noon, as I say, that once the mist is all burned off and thinned out during the course of the morning, Judith stops. And she says, I think we probably ought to sit for a spell. And she plops herself down among the roots of the gnarled old oak tree that towers over her. So tell me, what's y'all's story?
We're just looking for some people.
Oh yeah, you're looking for them too. I see yesterday.
Yes. How much further do you think we have?
We should probably get there. Let's see. My guess is tomorrow morning. My guess.
Oh, tomorrow morning. All right.
Journey.
Long way to go.
Judith, if someone were to walk out into these woods, right, and never been here before, what's the likelihood of being befelled upon by bandits or spooky forest shit?
Well, I'll tell you, this forest is full of spooky forest shit. I've seen some weird stuff in my few years, and I got to say it's not unlikely that they might have seen something. You might fall befouled. Did you say?
Yeah.
Befouled something on them.
I look over both my shoulders and I'm just like panning around, just eyes wide open.
Yeah. So it's probably a good thing that you're looking for these two, because they didn't look to me like they was going to be lasting too long out here by themselves.
Oh Lord. All right. Shit. Well,
Judith, what do you know about the place they're going?
Barnet Lake? Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a nice enough place. I've walked out there a couple times. I camped there on the right there on the lake shore a couple times for a spell there a couple of years back.
You seem quite strong, you know.
Well,
how is it that you always manage to pass through these woods by yourself?
Well, I had to. I didn't have nobody to take care of me, so I had to take care of myself.
You should be very proud of that.
Oh, thanks.
Have a good berry.
I like.
Oh.
I like your beard.
Thank you. I grew it myself.
Yeah, I imagine you did.
Have a good berry, Judith.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Can I have one too?
It's refreshing and rejuvenating.
I roll my eyes and give one too.
Okay, so 2 more good berries
Yes.
out of your pocket.
Judith, you ever stay near the old Montero mansion?
Oh no, I never seen what that is.
It's over by the lake, right?
Yeah, it's a family. It's part of his
family home. Yeah.
Do you know which home it is that they went to?
No, I don't know. What they.
You just know that he was heading there.
Oh no, I just knew they wanted to go to Barnet Lake.
Oh. All right.
Vernelia forges around a little to see if
It
maybe
was Galenta who said.
It's Galenta.
Vernelia forges around a little to see if maybe there's some herbs that might be useful or something she could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a nature check.
Okay.
So roll a die 20 and add your nature modifier.
Just have this page open. Nature. 17.
Oh, okay. Great. you kind of you guys you're taking a short rest here around midday, and you've had out sort of circle the area looking for something that might potentially be useful, and you find an assortment of mushrooms. King's head
grab
mushrooms
some of those.
that can supplant a day's ration.
Nice.
A hardy mushroom. Okay, you managed to gather 9. 9's king's head mushrooms, so that each of them would equate to a day's rations.
Nice.
Okay.
Is there any way I could climb a tree, one of the taller looking ones?
Sure,
one
yeah.
of the sturdier looking ones.
Make an athletics check.
Oh, that's good. That's 21.
Oh yeah. You kind of pop your claws, and you easily just scamper. It's like basically like you're walking like Spider-Man straight up this big old oak tree, and you make your way up into the high boughs of it.
And just as far as I can see, ahead of us where we're headed on the path,
Okay.
anything that looks weird or...
Make a perception check.
Okay. Okay. So that's a 19.
Okay. You scamper up, and you can see the forest is incredibly dense, and so there's it's tough to make out anything that's like underneath the tree line as you poke your head up over it. But looking up, you can see that you're heading. She seems to be taking you in the direction she said she was, which was to the northwest from Riverside, and you can see the Brackshire Peak Mountains there in the west. So you seem to be heading in the right direction. You don't see anything beyond that poking out over the tops of the tree lines.
So no smoke, no broken anything.
You don't see anything rising in the vicinity.
Okay.
I look up the tree. What do you see, Cree?
Leaves.
Excellent.
I come back down.
Okay, Cree, you scamper back down. So let's get one more athletics check.
Wouldn't it be great?
Just a 1.
So that's a 12.
That's okay. You manage to make it down easily enough. It's not a terribly difficult tree to climb. So yeah, you make it back down easily enough. Anything else you care to do? Yeah.
As we're all watching her jump down this tree, I kind of lean over to Billy and I'm like, you seem incredibly uncertain. What's going on?
It's been a while since I've been back in the woods, and I have a very bad feeling about this.
Well, we're here for you.
I know, but I don't know. You know, let's not muse on it too long. I kind of just hope we can get in and out as fast as we possibly fucking can.
Understood. Let's get...
Feel my own
Vornylia pulls out what looks like a lute from her pack, but it's proportioned exactly like a lute, only it's smaller.
A ukulele? Billy.
It seems to be a lutalele.
A ukulele. Billy pulls out his full-size lute, and he...
Oh God.
Moved to song by Calvert.
I drum a little bit on Bronin's chest plate, just boom, boom, boom.
Oh, I pull out my tail and I start playing that thing like a double bass. I've been wanting to do this whole time.
Back
Suddenly-
in the woods. Yes.
Oh man.
Oh, she hasn't written a song since Rexus. Must have been a good night. Can I start scratching on the trees and the clothes like it's a washboard?
Found some mushrooms. Yes. Thank you, Judith.
Judith is loving this. Her eyes have like gone super wide. She's like, "Y'all are amazing. You plays musics."
We're adopting this kid if she doesn't listen.
Oh no, she's so
Oh
sweet.
yeah. Oh my goodness, this is the best. Oh man. Yeah. Okay.
JJ, you better be careful because you're gonna have to keep this character up. We adopt this kid.
All right. Yeah. Well, this is great. But we probably ought to get going. So, yeah. She leads you guys back. You kind of break your little impromptu camp and pack your instruments back up. And by late afternoon, your group is feeling pretty weary and tired. It's slow going. The forest is really dense, and despite the fact that Judith never seems to tire, she motions to a small clearing and she says, "Let's stop here. Let's stop here for the night, and y'all can rest up. And then we should reach Barnet Lake before noon tomorrow. I'm thinking."
All right.
That's good.
Where do we sleep out here?
Oh my god.
There's no bed.
I climb a tree.
All right. Please make an athletics check.
19.
Wow.
Oh,
nice.
plus,
Okay.
yeah, so-
You scamper up a tree. Creed, you turn around and she's like right up the tree.
I've got mine.
I kind of gather some softer foliage and bracken to kind of make a sort of bed for everyone.
You gather the thing. You do have most of you. I think all of you have bed rolls as well.
I reach into my pack and I pull out a branded bedroll from Thornhill. It is unused, brand new, and probably too small. I got it when I was younger, and I've grown out of it. But I'm like,
It's got like,
it's like up
Power
to here.
Rangers on it.
yeah, it's very bright colors, and there's like a green dragon on it, and I'm just like, well, I have mine, and I lay it down.
All right. You guys set up camp, your bedrolls and whatnot around the fire. Cree perched up in the boughs of the tree over the camp. The crackling fire going, casting as the night falls, casting shadows up among the trees above you. What is the watch order? So we need 4 players to take a watch order, 2-hour shifts.
I could go first up here. If that's...
I'll be one of them. Doesn't matter.
All right.
I'll take 3.
So Cree, Thexus, Billy,
I'll take one.
and Bronin. Okay, great. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome.
The boys and the bear.
What's in the beers?
Boys in the bear.
All right. So you guys settle up, and Delric, as you kind of like get all cozy down, you take your armor off. You can't sleep in your armor. You take your armor off. You get cozy down and the thing. Judith kind of sidles up and like snuggles next to you.
In a kind of, I'm like a father figure.
In like a dog. Like
right.
not in an inappropriate way.
And I grab some of my, I reach for my pack and I grab some of my pieces from like my costumes. I kind of just drape them over there.
You put a thing. She kind of snuggles into them.
All right now.
Not Mr. Delric.
Good night, orphan child.
He's a dead man.
I think he is.
He's dead, Rick.
The evening goes without incident, and you rouse in the early morning light to more thick mist again and dew covering the landscape. You rouse and pack up quickly as Judith is eager to get going. She's like, she doesn't seem to want to spend more time out here than she has to, and she leads your group from the clearing and back into the dense woods. As the mist fades by mid-morning, it's around 11 or so when Judith says back to your group, "We're getting close now. Barnet Lake will be coming up shortly. If them folks that you're looking for, they came here, they'll probably want to be quiet about it. So you might want to make sure you don't scare them off or nothing.
Call Judith. Billy will start to crouch lower.
All right.
Move a
I
little
put my
softer.
hand on Bronin's shoulder and I cast Blessing the Trickster, so he no longer has disadvantage on
Good idea. Okay, so we'll make a group stealth check. So everyone, please make a stealth check. You have advantage now, which is negates. So you just make one single roll, Bronin.
10.
4.
Do we add anything
Oh,
to
yes.
Your stealth check.
Oh, never mind.
14.
10.
10.
8 total.
14.
14.
4.
10.
8.
Did you add anything to that?
My word, that is a
Did you
collection
add
of some of
anything
the
to
worst stealth checks.
I
You're like,
added 1.
you guys all kind of crouch down. Judith's like, come on out, we should probably be quiet now just in case you're out there. And immediately you begin tripping over each other. It's like Keystone Cops, like slamming into each other. Get off my tail! Ouch! Fucking slamming into trees and bushes.
Feeling a cramp. I didn't sleep well.
Judith's like, but you do see out and see a modest-sized lake ringed by the forest along its shores. The sun is glistening off the glass-like surface, and it's remarkably peaceful here. You can see in the west now, as you come to the shore of the lake, the rising in the distance, the Berkshire Peaks Mountains, and their peaks just kind of hidden by wispy clouds. And now you're now all just standing there on the shore of the lake. What would you like to do?
Look around. Look for any signs of, I don't know, paths made through the...
Okay. You're looking for like tracks?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a survival check.
How far are we from like the homes and things? Like, what's the distance on that?
You don't see any homes. There's nothing here. This is deep wilderness here.
Is there any like boats sort of docked alongside the? No, it's just completely open.
You are there. You don't see any sign of any sort of civilization where you're standing here.
A 9.
A 9 on a survival check. You kind of like Vornylia. You kind of get down. You're kind of looking around on the ground, but you don't see any tracks of any note.
I was in Julit's house, so I know what she might smell like. Could I smell around for maybe that same sort of...
Sure, yeah. Make we'll call it a perception check.
Okay.
I turn to Judith and I say, well, I'll wait till she's done.
No, that's not great. That's 11.
Okay. You get down and you're sniffing things. Kree's getting down. She's sniffing things. Like she's wont to do.
Yeah.
And you don't pick up anything that is familiar. You turn around to go to find Judith, and she's not there.
Judith.
Damn kid tricked us.
I look around and I call out her name again. Judith.
I detect magic.
You're gonna cast Detect Magic?
Yes.
Okay. So you'll cast a Detect Magic spell. Can you just tell us what that does?
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
All right. So you cast the spell, you cast Detect Magic, you close your eyes, and you reach out to the very heart of the nature around you, and you can feel it surge like it hasn't surged for a while now as you're surrounded now by nature, and your eyes then sort of glow with a faint light green energy, and you look around. You don't see anything that appears to be magical in the immediate vicinity. Suddenly, there's a scream. And you look around, trying to find the source of the scream. Everyone please make a perception check.
Oh my god, that's better.
God.
Perception.
19.
Flat 12.
12.
6.
5.
Bronin?
3.
Okay.
Nice.
Thexus, you recognize it's Judith. And it seems to be coming off from the forest to your left, sort of along the edge of the lake.
I taught shit too quick, and I start running that way.
Thexus immediately begins
too.
running.
We start running.
Yeah.
with
Everyone begins to bolt. You rush through the woods. You're like swatting like branches out of the way, leaping over things. Delric is.
Why is everything
like
wet?
a baby.
I pull one twig back
and
and just slips back at him.
And you see a terrifying sight. Some 30 yards in front of you stands a huge, monstrous creature, some 15 feet tall, with hairless, purple skin and piercing yellow eyes, one much bigger than the other one. It's lumbering and dragging Judith behind it. She's struggling and crying. You can hear the monstrosity say, "Caliban, bring you to Mama. She got use for you. Caliban, am good boy."
Aw.
And with that, we'll take a 10-minute break.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Ted.
thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Ten.
We will be back in 10 minutes. If you have not yet donated to Classical Theater Company, now is the time. If you donate now during this episode and you follow us on Twitch, you will be entered in to win this fabulous autographed player's handbook, partially donated to us by Bedrock City Comic Company. So we would love for you to do so. We will announce the winner of that prize drawing at the end of tonight's episode. So you have to come back to the other side of our break to find out if you won. And we will see you in 10 minutes. Welcome back to Be or RPG. Thanks for sticking with us on the other side of our break here for the second half of today's episode. If you have not yet donated to Classical Theater Company, please do so. You can find it down in our Twitch channel. You can find the information to donate to our PayPal, or you can go to classicaltheater.org and donate directly there. Your donations are tax deductible, and if you donate during this episode and you follow us on Twitch, you will receive an entry into a prize drawing, which we'll make at the end of the episode for an autographed player's handbook, autographed by the entire cast of To Be or RPG. So please make sure you you donate to CTC. It's, as I say, it's tax deductible, and we would really appreciate it. With that, we are back. When last we left our heroes, Judith was being dragged by a huge monstrosity, pulling her behind, crying, struggling against the creature. And it's a good about, as I say, 30 yards, about 150 feet or so in front of you. And she seems to not be pleased with the situation.
Can I run up with my longsword and try and swipe at whatever's holding her? Is it
Its hand.
a hand? His arm.
It's pretty far in front. So are we all just like basically planning on just beelining it straight after them? Mhm.
I want to get in enough, because my range is 120 feet.
Okay.
I'd like to get in just enough that I can cast Magic Missile.
Okay. You guys are all, is everyone Bronin? Everyone's just running full speed, basically?
Yeah, I'll book it.
Yeah.
Okay. You're clattering, making your way through the woods, chasing after this creature that's dragging Judith behind it. And you close enough distance that you could cast Magic Missile at it, yeah.
Am I able to identify what type of creature it is? Not just colloquially like a giant.
You can give it a try, sure. Make a I'll call it a nature check.
Because I'm really tempted to go, hey, ogre.
I'm picturing it like Grimace right now.
Big purple.
Big Grimace.
Well, what check?
A nature check.
9.
A 9. You have no idea what this creature is.
What is that?
It's Grimace.
So you can cast Magic Missile. Let us begin with Wild Magic first. So please make a Wild Magic roll on a die
Come
20.
on, mini D20. 19, we're good.
Okay, good. All right. So it's 3 die 4 plus 3, if I'm not mistaken.
1, 3, 1.
Okay,
5.
so that's
8.
so 8 total. Okay, great. So you, Thexus, you immediately start bolting after. You utter an incantation, and these bolts of arcane energy crackle from your fingertips and explode out. 3 darts streak across and slam into the creature's back. It lets out a howl. And looks over, but continue. It's like kind of like trying to like touch the like kind of smoking wound on its back, but continues to drag Judith away from you. And with that, you see that it has approached a cabin.
That it can fit in?
You would be surprised if it could fit in there. There's a small, simple cabin nestled in a clearing among the trees. Smoke is kind of billowing out from the chimney here, and the giant beast, with Judith still like in its clutches, approaches the cabin and keeps calling out, "Mama, Mama, Caliban do good," and throws Judith, who seems to have like fainted or wilted or something from the strain, like tosses her like kind of limp form there at the door. The door opens and like
He's a big boy.
a beautiful elven woman steps out. Long blonde hair. She's wearing a gorgeous blue, like shimmery blue gown, and she steps out and looks at the unconscious girl. She looks down, looks up at the huge creature, sort of taps it on the knee, and then takes the girl and starts to move her back into the cabin. At this point, you guys have reached.
Absolutely fucking not, lady.
That's Big Boy Grimace.
Big boy Grimace.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Remember to donate so you can get entered in to win
Right.
that autographed player's handbook, and you donate to Classical Theater Company.
And maybe fund a Big Boy Grimace shirt.
Huh? Who doesn't
Do it for the merch.
do it for the merch? So now, if everyone could please roll for initiative.
You go.
Where did that beautiful woman take Judith?
Oh my god.
Where is Judith?
You could not possibly be thinking about that now.
I think he is.
13 plus.
Every time the music starts and I freak out.
What do I add here?
It's this one. 13. This one hard. That is.
Dude.
I don't know if they can hear it.
Yeah, we just look crazy.
It's just like, they started
There's
dancing.
music playing for us.
They can.
Oh, they can. All right.
All right. So anyone with a 20 to 25.
Aw, hit the game.
I have rolled a dirty 20.
Nice, Bronin with a 20.
Bronin.
Okay.
Ronin.
Bro.
All right. Anyone 15 to 20?
19.
15.
19 for Delric.
14.
Cree with a, what I'm sorry, what was it?
15.
15 for Cree. Did you say 14 for Vornylia?
Yes.
15 for Billy.
Okay, 15 for Billy.
14 for Texas.
Nice
Oh,
rolls,
we
guys.
got, yeah.
Look at us.
There's a child involved. We have to do something.
And what was Texas?
14 as well.
All right.
Yeah, Judith really grew on me.
Yeah. She's our mascot. What is that? Ixion?
I just
She's
She's
a
felt
mascot.
I felt bad. I immediately talked shit, and I was like, "Oh, never mind. I'm sorry."
Okay. Well, Bronin, you have initiative. So what would you like to do?
I'm kind of, I have a hard time deciphering.
Seeing the map.
how
Okay,
far am I
so you
from-
are a pretty good distance from the creature and the woman. You're about 70 or 75 feet from them.
How far do the crossbows reach?
That would be within range, but you'd have to look at the range on the crossbow, which should be on the weapon. That should be a 2 numbers divided by a slash, which should indicate the range.
Too much fun. Still a little drunk.
I will get closer.
Okay. Would you like to use your full move, or would you like to dash as your action, which would be a double move, but that would be your action?
No, I'll just use my full move.
Okay.
And go see if I'm there.
Make a direct line towards them? Or are you trying to angle some way?
I'll go straight towards that rock.
This rock?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What would you like to do with your? So you still have an action. That was your move.
No action.
Would you like to dash then as your move, which would be a double move?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So you, Bronin, you pull your shield off your back. You draw your longsword and you just start like hoofing it across this clearing. All right, great. Delric, you're next. What would you like to do?
I am going to move alongside Bronin
Okay.
as close as I can get to him.
With just a single move or dash?
A single move.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is there a reason why we're not going towards the giant? I'm keeping my distance.
Well, you said you're going towards Bronin. I don't know what his plan was, but that's towards Bronin.
Can you angle me just the same amount of squares towards the giant instead? So like just, split the difference.
You want to be here?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Great.
And I'm going to invoke duplicity.
Okay.
And 30 feet closer to the giant.
Okay. Tell me what that does.
I create a perfect copy of myself
Yes.
In a square 30 feet from me.
I should have this handy. I should know that you're going to pull this kind of BS.
Cured.
By now, right?
Sorry.
Wouldn't you think? All right.
Great band.
The cure.
So we are going to have this figure be. This could be a fun game.
Which one will be him?
Who's going to be Delric today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30 feet?
What do we got?
Okay.
And then as my bonus action,
We'll tell him.
I am going to move it 30. I'm gonna move it adjacent to the giant. It can move up. I can be within 120 feet of it.
So you want to be here?
Uh-huh.
So you charge past your companions. You grab the holy symbol around your neck, the black mask that is the symbol of Gorwed, the god of trickery, and summon a perfect replica of yourself, which appears there in like a blink.
Go
right there.
illusion.
And then steps up adjacent to the creature.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
If you're watching and you're crafty, maybe you could make us a tiny little red wig to put on figures so that they could be a second
another version of
Delric.
me.
Be a second
Teeny
Delric.
tiny wig.
All right, Billy.
Right, so I'm gonna take a full action to dash
Okay.
towards bloop, maybe like, is that 60 feet?
Oh, you can get further than that. That's 12. It's 12 squares you could make. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You could get as far as here.
I'll pull off a little bit right there
Okay.
and just keep some distance between me, and then I'm gonna bonus action. I'm gonna be running and start twanging along on my lute, and hey, you big fucking purple guy, we're gonna kick your ass because you took our little girl. I'm gonna work on these lyrics, and then I boom, and I'm going to bardically inspire. Let's do Vornylia. Wait, is that 60 feet? That's way more than 60 feet, right?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
Perfect. So I'll bardically inspire Vornylia.
Okay, you go rushing full bore, playing the song as you're running. You cross this sort of clearing. You turn back around and you're like, Vornylia, and the arcane magic comes forth from your lute. And Vornylia, you have a 1d6 inspiration die, which you can use for an attack roll, a saving throw, or
Attack roll, saving throw.
skill check as well, or
Skill
just
check.
or a skill check.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It's my turn.
So, and you can use that. You can decide to use it after you've made a roll. So if
Okay.
you're like, oh, I want to see if I can add to that, you can.
Okay.
All right. So that was Billy. Is that your turn, Billy? Okay, great. Cree, what would you like to do?
Oh, okay. So there's big boulders around. What does the rest of the terrain look like? Are there like smaller boulders?
There's some smaller rocks near the large rocks that are protruding from the ground.
Can I get to the closest sort of smaller, hefty rock and grab it, pick it up? Or how far can I get to the closest one?
You would not be able to use a move and get to like any of the smaller rocks that you could pick up in this turn. You could get there if you dashed.
Can I rage
You may rage. Raging.
and then dash towards the
Okay.
what's the butts?
Can I
I think it's pronounced
can I cast Longstrider when it's not my turn?
Not at the moment. So Kree starts to rage, and you're going to move
Yeah,
towards
probably.
one of these rocks. Is it the plan?
Yes.
Okay. Does that affect your? Does raging affect your move at all?
No.
I don't
No.
think it.
Okay.
Oh, that came off really posh. Wow. I don't think it does. No.
Fancy
lady.
Fancy lady.
So you'd like to dash though?
Yes, please.
Okay. You can dash that far.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
If I were to go closer to these ones over here that are a little closer to the giant, can I get there still? Like that one?
You could get there.
Okay. Can I do that instead?
Sure.
That's all right. Thank you.
Stay in the fight.
All right.
Yeah.
So raging crease, red just sort of fills your vision as you see Judith being bandied about by this this huge monstrosity, and you go charging across the field, kind of frothing at the mouth a bit, and straight towards these rocks here.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
That's all I could do, isn't it?
I would think so. Yes.
Okay, then yeah. I guess that's it.
Vornylia, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
No idea. Who is that person standing right near
Thexus is-
Thexus. Okay.
Thexus is directly next to you.
Okay. I think I'm gonna cast. So if I cast a spell, can I still move?
Yes, you
Okay,
can move.
okay.
It's just an action to cast a spell.
So I'm casting a Longstrider on Thexus.
Okay.
Okay, I take a pinch of dirt, I touch Thexus, and the target's speed increases by 10 feet until the spell ends.
All right.
Okay.
You pick up some dirt. You call upon nature to empower it, and then you touch Thexus. Thexus, you now feel faster.
Okay.
Have a little dirt in it.
You're like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Then I just, the rest of my turn, move as far as I can towards the house.
So-
Actually, Longstrider says when I cast the spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, I can target an additional creature. But
I don't think you have a second level spell slot yet, do you?
okay, no, I don't.
No.
You're right, I don't. This
All
is
right.
different. Okay, so I just run as far as I can towards the.
Okay, great. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that where you want to move?
Yes.
Okay, great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Vornylia, you go hoofing it now, making a beeline straight for the huge creature. All right. Thexus, what would you like to do? You can now move an extra 10 feet. Is that right? Yes.
I'd like to use my full movement to also head in that direction. not dashing, just the full movement.
Okay.
And I'll let you
So
move that.
that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that what you're looking for?
Yes, please.
There you go.
And I'd like to cast Firebolt.
Okay, Firebolt. At the large creature or
Yeah, big boy.
the elven woman? Okay.
Grimace.
Yeah.
You go to cast. Please cast the spell. We will start with wild magic.
It's cantrip.
Oh, it's cantrip. Okay, there you go.
Good. 18.
All right. So you cast Firebolt, summoning the energy. Flame starts to flicker between your fingertips, and then you hurl this fiery bolt, which slams into the back, basically in the same spot where the magic missiles impacted on the creature.
Nice.
So you deal how much damage?
D10.
All right.
Oh, does it get my attack bonus as well?
It will say how much damage it does on the spell card.
Then no. 2.
So 1 die 10 does 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
No, I rolled a die 8. I'm dumb. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Okay.
That's the wrong one. Am I?
D10. Oh, we have a cheat sheet.
Yeah.
We
You do have a cheat sheet.
Yeah, it's
This looks like the
Where did
10,
that
but I
come
don't
from?
see the 10 on it.
I think it's the O.
The 0 is the 10.
Yeah.
Then I was right. It's a 2.
Okay.
My apologies.
Hey, no worries. No need to apologize.
Oh, then I take it back, you big bitch.
All right. So the firebolt kind of clips him just on the shoulder, like right on the hump, and chars it a bit. Okay, is that your turn, Thexus?
I also yell, "Hey, you big bitch!"
You big bitch, like glib as ever. Okay, excellent. Let's see.
Those words hurt.
Yeah.
The creature turns around
Who's this little man in front of me?
Do it.
and
Average height.
he can you tell me what your spell save DC is?
I think it's 14.
Okay.
Is it just me, or does he look a little bit like Mads Mikkelsen?
The grimace.
That's an insult to Matt Mikkelsen.
No, I mean, maybe I'm saying he's handsome.
Very
at
handsome.
all.
In the face.
What's your spell save DC?
14.
Maybe
Okay.
it's my angle.
He does not determine that is an illusion, and goes to make an attack on it. He swings. It doesn't hit anything. It passes straight through.
However, I do duck as he does attack. So the body copies me.
Okay, you do so. He is going to. He's going to make a wisdom saving throw against that, and he sees that the club that he's wielding in the one hand passes straight through the illusion, and he's like. He's pretty angry, and steps through the illusion.
Oh lord.
They were fucked.
Big boy.
And
That is a
moves through.
hefty boy.
And that is his turn.
Oh,
okay,
thank Christ.
Wasted an attack.
Christ, Phil.
Yeah, you did.
True.
The elven woman, looking around now, seeing all these people coming charging out of the woods, it's kind of look of like annoyance crosses her face. She closes the cabin door behind her and turns a key in the front, locking the door, and then she brings her hands up and she disappears.
Bollocks.
Where did the beautiful woman go?
And in the game, Delric.
And that is her turn. So back around to Bronin. What would you like to do?
Am I close enough to charge him?
You're too far away to move and make an attack on him with a melee weapon. You could attack him at range.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's 80 over 20.
Perfect. All right, great. So up to 80 feet, you do not. You are not at disadvantage. So you can make a standard attack roll on him.
Yeah.
All right.
pull up my crossbow.
Is it a light crossbow, heavy crossbow, kind of crossbow? Is it?
It's a light.
Light crossbow. Okay, cool. You you pull out your light crossbow and draw a bead on the creature. Please make your attack roll.
15.
15. Okay, that hits. Please roll for damage.
5.
5 points of damage. Okay, great. The crossbow bolt slams into the thick meat of his shoulder, which has now been hit with a fire bolt, blasted with magic missiles, and he's like, "What's the fucking deal?" But it's now he's kind of he definitely felt that, and he looks at you with his one huge eye, and it makes you kind of feel uncomfortable. Anything else, Bronin?
What's the fucking deal?
Oh, sorry, I just moved you closer. How close would you like to move? A full move close to it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Great.
Get the big one.
Anything else, Bronin?
No.
All right. Very good. Delric, what would you like to do?
I am going to.
Reminder, Billy, you're on deck.
Thank you.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Range spell attack. 14.
14. Okay. You cast Guiding Bolt. Again, grabbing the holy symbol around your neck, praying to Gorwed. You point a finger, and indeed, a beam of bright white, radiant energy streaks out from you and slams into the creature. Please roll for damage, and then whatever other effects it's
So it's a 46.
Oh, holy smokes! Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
That is. I might need to borrow a d6 from you. Wait, 3. No, I got it. Here you go. Good roll. Yeah. Okay. 11, 14, 16 damage.
Holy smokes! Okay.
That's a level 1 spell.
That is not messing around. It burns this hole straight into its chest, like smoldering and smoking from it, and it is in a lot of pain. It howls as.
And it's also glimmering, or it's a mystical dim light glittering on the target, which means the next attack that it takes will be at advantage.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay.
Then
Yes.
I use
I'm
my.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
No,
I use
no.
my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on Bronin.
Okay.
Aw.
Ba-da-ba-be-doo-doo.
Between you guys.
You call upon Gorwed once again, and he answers your call. And Bronin, oh.
No, yeah, that's fine. I
Yeah,
can do that.
shimmery aura surrounds you, and you feel a little warmer. Yeah, you feel good. You feel good. All right. Anything else, Delric?
Because my duplicate is not by use of concentration. I'm using my concentration for a Shield of Faith, so that's how that works, and that's it.
Okay. All right. Billy, what would you like to do?
So is he right next to me, or I've got a little bit of space between me and him?
There's a square between you and him.
Okay, so I'm going to start twanging on the lute, and I'll put a spell on you. I'll give him the eye, just to match his eye, and I cast a hex on him.
Oh, okay.
So he has to make. Oh no! I just put a curse on him.
Yeah, it just works.
Okay, so I drop a curse on him, and he.
He's got a little leg.
Look at
Looks
that
so
little
festive.
necklace. And he will have a disadvantage on wisdom saving throws.
Okay.
I'm going to back up 30 feet towards the rock, I think. Yeah, I think so. And then I'm
Okay.
going to cast Vicious Mockery on him.
Okay.
And I say, "Oh, you big fucking purple lug. Kick you right in the McNuggets." And then cast the spell.
Okay. So he has to make a
Wisdom saving throw.
wisdom save against what's your spell DC?
My DC
At
is
disadvantage.
AC. Spell save DC is 14.
It doesn't.
No.
Okay, great. He rolls a 1.
Great!
So how much damage?
So that is a D4 psychic damage plus a D6 from the hex as an extra D6.
Okay.
Nice.
7 total.
Okay.
Nice.
And he has disadvantage on the next attack roll he makes.
All right. So you cast a hex on him. This sort of black energy comes off of you, and then you like backpedal away, come up against the rock, kind of lean against it, and then taunt him from the other side of the rock, basically. And he looks at you with the one big eye, and he looks enraged, although he has absolutely no idea what you just said.
And just quick recon, get rid of my duplicate. It's a concentration thing, so that's fine.
Gone. All right. All right. Very good. Anything else, Billy?
That's my turn. Thank you.
Okay. Cree, what would you like to do?
Okay. I'd like to pick up a big, hefty rock
Okay.
and try and hurl it at his tiny little head.
All right. You make a strength check first.
You'd be with advantage, right?
Raging.
Oh, I am
you have
raging.
advantage with the strength. Yeah. Okay. So you can
that's pretty
roll a
good,
second die 20.
Okay, I'll take the first one.
Okay.
17.
17. Okay. You managed to pick up a pretty good sized rock from where you are, and you'd have to get closer in order to heave it at him.
Sure.
Okay. If you got there, you could chuck it 15 feet, basically.
Okay, then let's go there, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you pick up the rock without words, because you can't even speak at this moment. In your rage, go charging towards him and take the rock and chuck it over your head. Make just a standard attack roll. We'll call it roll a die 20. Add your strength modifier and add your strength modifier.
Would this be an advantage because I had that thing on him made a radiant, and unless his was the attack,
The vicious mockery, I think.
Was not an attack.
that was not attack. So this is. So you would have advantage on this too.
Yes, so you can get advantage on this attack.
I will take that advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Far superior.
Yeah. So that's a 16.
Okay. You chuck the rock at him, and it collides with the side of his knee, and he begins to stagger. Please roll for damage.
All right. What do I roll for damage?
Sorry
with
about
a
that.
rock.
Roll. We'll call it a 1d6 plus your strength modifier.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that's 7.
7. Okay, great.
Oh wait.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Your
Should I
strength
be looking
modifier.
at this one or that one?
The ability modifier.
This one?
What, I'm sorry?
Your strength ability modifier. So so find your
Oh,
strength.
that one. Okay. So yeah, 7.
7. Okay, great. The rock collides with the side of his knee. You hear something snap inside, and he howls. And it's coming from all sides now. He's looking around just in a frenzy. Very good. Okay. Anything else here to do?
No, I think I'm happy with that.
Okay, great. Very good. Vornylia, what would you like to do? It's your turn.
This is stupid. Okay. I want to run as close to it as I can.
Okay. Oh, all right. 1, 2, 3. You're just gonna run. You're gonna run straight up.
I'm just gonna run straight at him, and
Okay.
I want to just stab him in the foot with my knife.
Yeah, with your dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
And say in Elven,
Yes.
"Who is your mistress, and what does she want with our friend?" I want to try to
Awesome.
communicate
Great.
with it.
Yes. Terrific.
Okay.
You come running up. Please make an attack roll with your dagger. So roll a die 20 and add your attack bonus with your dagger.
Don't forget you're bardically inspired.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you got bardic inspiration.
That's the power of rock and roll.
Okay, 15, but then I'm inspired. Does that?
Yes, you have inspiration. So if you want to add a die 6, you can add a die 6 here.
Okay. Oh, 17. Oh, wait, no, 16.
Okay, so 16 total?
Yes.
Okay, great. You hit. Please roll for damage. So
Okay.
find the damage with your dagger.
Which one do I use for that?
So what's the damage with your dagger on your
Oh,
sheet there? Yeah.
okay. 1 die 4 plus. Oh, so one die 4 plus 1.
Perfect. Okay, great. So
Okay.
grab a die 4, roll it, and
Okay.
add 1 to that number.
3.
3. Okay, great. Awesome. You run up. You drive the dagger into the thing's foot, it's like towering over you, and so it's going here, and then you come running up, and then you stab it in the foot, and it brings its head down. You're looking up. It is a terrifying. This is huge bulbous eye, huge bright yellow eyes, this purple skin, hairless body, and you drive it in, and you scream up at it. And it does not understand what you just said.
Man. Darn it.
Anything else?
I just
Vornylia?
learned that once.
Can I get away?
Have
I used all of my movement?
See, if you were to try to back away, it would have an attack of opportunity
me.
on you.
Yeah. I guess can I lay down?
You can, but it's not a good idea.
Okay, I'll just stay
you're not there.
Pretend like you're asleep.
If I don't move,
All right.
it can't see me.
Okay.
I'll just stay there.
All right.
Lot of healing.
Nexus, it's your turn.
Question.
Yes.
What is the door of the cabin made of?
From where you're standing, you would guess wood.
More like popsicle sticks.
It's not made out of popsicle sticks. I worked hard on this. I built that with my own 2 hands.
No, I'll protect Vornylia instead.
Okay.
I'd like to cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay. So you're going to charge up your hands with electrical energy from the well of energy within you. Is this also a cantrip?
Yes.
Okay. And you reach out towards the thing's leg. Please make an spell attack roll.
You got the touch.
15.
So plus your spell attack modifier, which is on that sheet there.
So 19.
Okay, very good. You hit. Please roll for damage.
That was bad math, but yeah, it was. It's
You
a
hit.
Monday.
You hit.
D8?
D8.
Got one for you if you like.
Sure. I like pink. 3.
Is that the total attack? Total damage, right?
Is it wearing any armor made of metal?
It is not.
Then yeah, it's 3.
Okay. You charge your hands up with electrical energy, and you grab the thing's basically like right around the calf and blast it. Its leg, already smashed with a rock, kind of seizes up. Its right leg is not in good shape at the moment. Anything else?
I'm gonna take the risk, and I'm gonna try running for the cabin.
Okay. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3,
And I have
4,
that bonus speed.
5, 6. Oh, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. You bolt towards towards the door of the cabin. It will get an attack of opportunity. It is a disadvantage because of the vicious mockery.
Does
Correct.
Shocking Grasp remove reactions?
I'm checking. Yes, it does. It
Oh.
can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Oh, dang it.
Well done. So you get away. There we go.
Dang
Good
it.
catch. I had no idea.
Sorry.
One of my favorite cantrips.
All right. Very good. It is that is that. You make it away. All right. The creature now, with Vornylia at its feet, decides it's going to squash Vornylia if it can, and brings the club straight down towards her.
It's a disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yes.
Yeah. You big purple.
Say that about me.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
You can't just say people are purple.
Does a
He eats people.
22 hit?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Sorry. Yes.
Oh man, so close.
I should have tried to run away.
I wanna run away.
I should have laid down.
You just
No,
Yeah.
pretend like you're asleep.
If you would have been prone, that's advantage.
Vornylia, this thing comes crashing down with this massive club, and it strikes you straight on the top of your head.
Oh my god! And I go into the ground like
Vornylia,
You took away all the levity and tension.
you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
How are you? Are you unconscious?
You are. It is just like a crushing blow. You're like it just staggers you.
I'm at a 4 now. Okay.
Okay.
Bonked on the head.
And it is you like stars. Yeah, as it just wallops you, and that is the creature's turn.
He has a name. Caliban.
Caliban.
Oh, I was gonna say
And it's
Grimace.
Grimace.
Yeah, it's Grimace.
Headache now.
What is this?
The Thexus.
I knew it.
There is you.
Fuck.
You
Clever girl.
you well, actually, so she moved right there. You don't even see it come, but this elven woman has incredibly long nails, and she comes up behind you and slashes you in the back.
Acrylics.
My only weakness!
It does an 18 hit.
I believe it. Probably. Yeah.
Why is that beautiful woman clawing our friend?
Okay. Thexus, you take 12 points of slashing damage as the claws rake you across the back, cutting through you all the way through your cloak and digging into the meat of your upper back.
Upper back.
That's my best part of my
Sexy
back.
spot. You said 12.
Yes, 12.
That's my favorite.
I'm
Okay.
at 6.
Bronan, it's your turn.
Can you do a bonus action at the beginning?
Yeah, you can do a bonus action at any point during your turn.
All right. I'm going to. Am I close enough to hit him with my longsword?
You'd have to move 2 squares, but then you could.
Yeah.
Okay. Bronan, you close in.
I scream. I just.
Bronan, you come charging in, inspired by Kree's rage. You kind of get one of your own,
Two-handed.
and everyone. So no shield.
No shield.
Okay, no shield. So you grab your longsword two-handed and come charging in. All right, great. Please make an attack roll with your longsword.
Oh, come on.
Oh no, that's not good.
Can't be good.
Maybe it's a happy face palm.
the best crit ever.
It was the 30.
So roll.
Is there like advantage at all? Or,
I don't. Not at this
He's
moment.
got a
it's
curse
a crit
on him.
miss.
That doesn't help anyone but
Crit.
me.
Oh, you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
You go charging in. You go to swing, and you completely whiff. You're pulled off balance, and as such, wind up falling backwards a square. And in doing so, he's going to get an attack of opportunity on you.
I cannot.
What a jerk.
Why are you speaking Italian?
Landlady.
Has attacks at disadvantage still?
Oh, I think it was the next attack, right?
The next attack roll, yeah. So the vicious mockery's over.
Okay. So does a 19 hit you?
No.
I think it does with no shield.
But.
Shield of Faith, buddy.
Oh, shield of faith, right? All right.
I got you,
Gotta
boy.
believe.
I'm not gonna lie.
No. Thank you. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty bummed. The creature swings down, and Bronan, you're basically like, no, and as the club would have impacted on you, it smacks straight into this radiant arcane shield around you and glances off without causing any
nifty.
damage. Son of a bitch.
Nah.
I mean, not that I'm about to kill anybody. I'm just like that's.
What kind of game are you playing here?
Anyway, Bronan, that's your turn then. Delric, what would you like to do?
I see Broden go in and swing and at a point blank range, just large creature, and completely Broden. And so I conjure up guiding bolt again.
Okay.
Delric says from like 20 feet back.
Come on.
13.
13 hits. Woo! Please roll for damage.
I'm never eating at McDonald's again.
Yeah!
3, 4, 5, 6, 8. But it's shiny again.
Okay.
One shiny boy.
And
Okay.
Is healing word a bonus action? No, it's probably. It's not. Oh, it is. But I'm out of spells.
You cast once more guiding bolt, and again from your hand, this beam of white hot radiant energy streaks across the field, slams into the creature now in his other shoulder, and he's just like, "Oh, come on!" And like,
What are you doing here?
and it blasts in this sort of sparkly outline, sort of illuminates him, making him easier to hit with the next attack.
Yeah, I call it out in character. The next attack should be very good, but you said it.
All right. Anything else, Delray?
No, that's it.
Okay. Billy.
So I see Vornylia took a wallop to the head.
She did.
And Billy goes, Vornylia, Vornylia, and a healing word chimes out.
All right. How much do we heal her?
That's a good question. I should. Too many pages.
Life of a spellcaster.
Exactly. Equals 1d4 plus my ability modifier.
Okay.
So, is that right? Okay.
You have a pretty good one to my recollection.
Yeah, it's not 6, right? 'Cause that seems way too
It's
high.
6, yeah.
Is it? Spell attack bonus? Or?
I've got one.
Your ability modifier.
Oh, okay. So that's just my charisma. That's a 4. So 5 points total.
So you hear the soothing tune of your name as it fills your head, which is just ringing from the shock it took, and it seems to sate it just a little bit. So 5, did you say?
Yeah, 5 total.
You heal up 5 points of damage from the healing word.
And then with my action, I'm going to try on a big guy again, and I shout out, "Oi! Hey! Chucklefutz, over here! You smell like shit, like Ramsay!"
There it is.
Vicious mockery.
All right, vicious mockery.
This guy might actually smell like shit.
Yeah.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
What's your spell save DC?
14 and at disadvantage because of the hex.
Oh, disadvantage.
We're doing good.
He saves.
So nothing happens to him, but I really hurt his
You
feelings.
shout out some insults, but his head is. He's just like reeling, distracted by everything else. He doesn't even hear you yell out at him. Anything else, Billy?
I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. I'm going to get closer to the elvish woman that's
1, 2,
fucking
3,
with
4,
my boy,
5, 6.
Texas. Yeah.
No, not fucking with. I'm gay.
Okay. Billy, you come booking it around the rock. All right. Anything else?
And that'll do it for me.
Okay. Cree, what would you like to do?
That'll do.
I've just seen her get hit on the head.
You have?
I think I'm losing my shit.
Okay.
So, as much as I can, I don't know if there's something between me and the giant.
There is. It's called Bronin
It's called
Grimsblade.
Can I use Bronin as a springboard and try and jump up and grab onto the guy's head and just start biting
You're gonna
him in the face?
Gonna try to vault yourself over Bronin.
Or just jump on his back and jump off of him. I don't know.
Push.
I mean, I think you're because of your rage. I mean, you would be able to jump.
Can I jump over him?
I mean, I'd allow you to try.
Or you could just run around Bronin and then jump on him.
Let's do that.
You move 1, 2. You are now adjacent to him. You're gonna try to climb up the dude.
Yeah, I would like to not climb, but jump up and
Grab him.
grab him around the neck if I can.
Okay, so you have to climb up. This dude is 15 feet tall.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, sure, let's do that.
Okay, please make an athletics check.
You're good at that.
Okay. That's a 12.
I shouldn't have said anything.
12.
Yeah.
All right. You try to climb up. This dude, he's just kind of staggering, and as you start to make your way up his leg, he just kind of swats you back down. So you're you fall back down at his feet.
Okay. Do I have more? What was an action?
I would let you move 1 more square.
Damn. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Creep with Vornylia. What would you like to do now?
I think I want to. The elvish woman is visible now.
She is.
Oh. I think I want to run. I think I want to run towards the elvish woman.
Okay. If you are no longer adjacent, he's going to get an attack of
He's
opportunity.
gonna attack me. Never mind. Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to. I only have one more spell. Okay, I want to. I want to do an earth tremor.
Okay.
It's gonna hurt everybody.
So tell us what that does.
Don't do that.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
Game question.
Yeah.
Disengage is an action you can take to disengage
Yes.
from an enemy. And
Oh, yes, that is true. So, yes, that is an opportunity.
just
So, what you can do is
disengage.
you can use your action to disengage,
And then I
which means
can
he
move.
does not get an opportunity, but you
But
still
I
have a
can't
move.
do anything.
Right, you can't take
Okay.
another action. That's the only action you get,
unless a bonus action.
unless you have a bonus action.
Can I sneak away from him?
Disengage would be the equivalent.
Okay. Okay. I think I'll disengage and
Okay.
go towards the elf woman.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to get up right next to her? Mm-hmm. Okay. You
And
duck down. He swings at you as you get away, but you duck down and the club just barely misses the top of your orange curly head. So all you have left is if you have a bonus action, you can take a bonus action.
And
Okay.
your spells that are bonus action.
Okay, I don't know that I have any spells that are bonus action. How would I know that?
It would indicate, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have any. Yeah. I guess that's it.
Okay.
Oh wait.
No.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Okay, that's it.
All right, Vornylia, thank you. Thexus, what would you like to do?
Dance, sorry. Question for you.
Yes.
If I were to put some space between me and this elven woman
Yes.
so that I can cast something that's
Ranged?
ranged,
Yes.
would she get an attack of opportunity?
She would.
Cool. Shit. I'm gonna turn around.
Okay.
I could have done it to Vexus.
I wish I could just punch her in the face, but I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you can.
No, I'd break an arm. I got baby strength.
All right.
I will attempt shocking grasp again. I want to just
Okay.
I
Right.
want to grab her by the face.
Okay. So make a spell attack roll. Roll a die 20. Add your spell attack modifier.
I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos
Okay.
to gain advantage on that.
Okay. Roll another die 20 then.
Don't disappoint me.
Do something like make her visible.
It's a little better, but it's not good. It's a 10.
Plus your spell attack modifier.
That'd be 16.
Okay. No, 16's quite good.
No, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
16's quite good. It is, however, not enough.
I didn't think so.
As your hands charge with electrical energy, you go to swipe at the elven woman's very beautiful face, and she pulls away, and you miss.
Okay.
Anything else?
I mean, if I move, she's gonna attack me, so there's probably not much else I can do.
Okay.
I call her a mean word. In true
You
fashion.
say mean word. All right, great.
Mean word.
This Caliban here, annoyed by Kree trying to climb up him, is going to swing at Kree. Let's see.
This dice is going to jail.
And I presume an 8 does not hit.
No, it does not.
So he swings with his club and misses with the attack. And that is his turn. The elven woman
Uh-oh.
turns invisible again.
Damn it.
Disappearing in front of you. Vornylia and Thexus, you can both get an attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
Yeah. And attack.
An attack?
Does that mean I can do a spell?
No, you need to make it needs to be like an attack with your dagger or.
Oh, okay, yeah. I will.
Okay.
This one.
With advantage, so you can roll 2 die 20. You can take the higher of the two.
With
or
advantage.
disadvantage,
Okay.
sorry. 2 die 20, take the lower of the two.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
God.
Okay.
A one. I don't know what I add to it though. A 4. A 4.
You sense that she has moved, but you do not know where. And as you sort of swing wildly where she was, you don't hit anything.
And 18 on the other one.
Okay. Then we're back around to Bronin. What would you like to do, Bronin?
Grab my sword again with 2 hands.
Yes.
With my sword into battle all right.
All right. So you're gonna take a step in.
Try again, Bodo.
Yeah, try and
All
finish
right.
that leg.
You step in and go after his injured leg. All right. Please make an attack roll with your longsword.
It's a 10.
It's a 10, modified 10, huh? That's with your longsword attack bonus. Okay. Unfortunately, he's very sensitive about that leg, and he just steps back, and you just miss. Anything else you care to do?
No.
Okay. Delric, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
I point at him
Yes.
and I just point at him. I don't say anything. I just point at him. Yeah.
You mutter a little prayer to Gorwed and cast the spell. It's a wisdom saving throw he has to make, is that
Correct.
right? Okay, and what's your spell save DC?
14.
Okay. He does not save.
12 damage, max necrotic.
Okay. You point your finger, mutter a prayer, Gorwed answers, and this black miasma of energy comes forth from you and just impacts on him, and you hear this boom as this bell sound rings throughout the forest. Birds flood out from the trees, and you do 12 points of damage. He just seems to wither a bit as you notice, like his features kind of sink a bit more, and he does not look to be in good shape.
I then strategically yell to Kree, and I say, Kree, tear him apart.
I'll do it.
That's the goal.
Find your inner beast, or something like that.
Very good.
Whatever you do, Kree.
You're a fancy lady.
Billy, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
So, Billy's going to point to a big purple friend, Caliban,
Yes.
and shouts out to him, "Oi! Were you born ugly, or did you hit yourself in the face with that stupid fucking stick?" And vicious mockery again.
Okay, very good. Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom save at disadvantage.
What'd you say it was, 14?
14 for spell save DC.
He saved the first one and almost saved the second one, but did not. Very good. Please roll for damage.
D4 and then a D6 from my hex. 4 total.
Okay.
And he has disadvantage on his next swing.
Right.
And then with my bonus action, I'm going to start playing really low towards Kree. Dun 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 dun. And then Misery Lou and give her a bardic inspiration.
Was that Barracuda?
Yeah. Misery Lou.
Barracuda?
Oh, that's way better.
Nice. Yeah, right. All right. Very good. You have a 1d6 inspiration.
All right.
Very good. Kree, what would you like to do?
I would like, because he's just swung his club at me.
He did.
I would like to duck under it and kind of and pull out my sword, both hands,
Yes.
swing for his Achilles heel.
All right. You in one motion pull out your sword and swing it down at his ankle. Please make an attack roll with you.
Okay. All right.
Okay. 14 plus my long sword plus 4. 18.
Okay, that hits. Please roll for damage.
Okay. 1d8 plus 2. Where?
You're holding with both hands, aren't you?
Plus,
Ha ha!
plus, you get you're raging. You get more damage.
Plus 2 damage.
Oh, okay. So 1d10 plus 2. I'm overwhelmed. What do I get for raging?
Another, what is it? 2 points of damage.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just roll a d10.
Yep. So roll d10.
These. Is that right?
The UFO.
No. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out which one is. Yeah, that one's one.
Yeah.
Okay. 6
6 plus.
plus 2
Plus your strength.
plus 2. Plus 2. So that's 10. Did you say plus my strength? So
You're whatever it says two-handed wielding. The damage there
correct. Yeah.
is what 1 die. 1 die 10.
1 die 10 plus 2. So
Okay.
that's
Plus you get another 2 because you're raging.
so that's 10.
All right. Very good. So you do 10 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Kill the motherfucker.
Is your strength a 14?
My strength is a 15. So do I also
Okay,
get?
that's right.
Yeah. You drive the sword into his leg. It is in a bad way. He's limping badly. He's bleeding
same
from
leg.
numerous wounds, and he is limping really badly on it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else, Kree?
I can't ready a bonus action, can I? Or I can't hold a bonus action, just an action.
No.
Okay. Then I spit on him.
You spit on him. Gross.
Yeah.
Vornylia, what would you like to do?
I say, "You slippery bitch," and I cast fairy fire.
Oh, okay.
That's a sailor's tongue.
Nice.
Where you learn that from?
What is the range on fairy fire?
It's 20. It's a 20-foot cube.
Okay. Where would you like
Okay.
to cast it?
Just 20 feet. Where am I?
The little green one.
You're right here.
Okay, 20 feet in front of me, as far
This way?
towards the house. Yes.
Towards the house.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't set me.
Okay.
Okay.
Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw. For the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible.
Okay. You cast the spell, and the entire cabin and the surrounding areas just illuminate with this wavy blue pink energy. Thexus, please make a dexterity saving throw.
18.
As modified by your dexterity save. Okay. You avoid being lit up by the fairy fire, but nothing else seems to happen.
She's not lit up?
She is not.
I hate everything.
It was a very good idea.
Okay. So
You were just unlucky.
now I run I look at the house to see if there are any openings. Is that an action?
No, you can.
Okay,
you
I'm
can
just
look.
looking for any like nooks, crannies. Are there any?
Okay, the windows that you can see look to be glass and closed, and the door looks to be closed, and you saw her lock it.
Okay, and there's no like shoddy workmanship that allows for any like.
You can make a perception check.
Okay.
This is not a house built of popsicle sticks.
No, this is a finely crafted thing I made with my own two hands.
It looks great.
Thank you very
No,
much.
it does.
12.
12. You don't see anything that. You're 15 feet away, so you don't see anything that stands out as cracks or
Vulnerabilities.
noticeable things.
Okay, I'd like to run to the side of the house near
Okay.
the chimney.
Okay.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want to be here? Okay. You move around the
Their
house.
glass and their clothes.
There. Okay. All right.
That's it.
Okay. Very good. Thexus, what would you like to do?
I'm not gonna hit the bitch because she's somewhere else. So, magic missile on Grimace. Let's just go.
Okay. Magic
Get
missile.
out of here.
Very good. We'll have a wild magic roll first.
I'm always scared after last time. 3. We're okay.
All right. You managed to harness the energy within you.
Man, no more bubbles.
Maybe one day.
6.
6. Okay. So you deal 6, but that's with the plus 3.
No, 9.
Oh, okay. Nice. Very good. You one after another, these 3 arcane darts slam him. Now also in that same shoulder that's just been getting harped on.
Good.
Blam, blam, blam. It turns and looks at you now. He's about to. He is on his death's door at the moment.
Good.
Anything else?
Nah, that's not really no.
Okay. All right. Caliban, as I say, on death's door, does indeed attempt to swing down at Bronin here.
I think so.
19 is the number he gets, and it does not hit again. So your fucking shield is more than enough to ward off the attack.
You're welcome, buddy.
And that is his deal.
Oh, you fuck!
She appears behind you, Billy, and she makes an attack.
Come at me. Come on.
A 21.
Yeah, that just barely meets me, but
Fair enough.
I mean, if you reverse the number.
yeah, a 31. Oh god.
You take 15 points of slashing
God.
damage
I'm down.
as her clawed fingers dig into your back. Billy, the pain across your back is like nothing you've ever felt before. There's just a flash of like white light, and then everything goes black. You slump down.
Does the damage roll over to Billy? So it was my hit point max is 13,
Okay.
and so 2 over. Does that go to like death saves? Or?
No, that doesn't go over
Cool.
to death saves. You're just dropped to 0.
Okay.
Billy drops unconscious to the ground, and she stands there looking over you, and she seems really thrilled at this prospect that you have dropped here, and kind of licks her chops.
Oh god, no. Well, I'm out cold, so.
Probably not great.
All right, we come back around to Bronin. What would you like to do, Bronin? Billy's down.
Oh, I'm mad.
Come on, bud. Hit the
I
big one.
grab my sword yet again. Grim, do not fail me. I say by the light of Iluit. I run in and I charge Caliban.
Okay,
Two-handed.
two-handed. You swing.
You son of a bitch! You know, you guys can't see what I roll, so it could technically be
That's true.
3.
No.
It's a total of 8.
You call upon Iluit to guide your blade, but unfortunately, you're still kind of reeling from your stagger earlier, and you miss, unfortunately, with your attack. Although it was a great battle cry. Save that for later. Anything else, Bronin?
Who's around me?
Kree is directly next to you.
Is she hurt?
I'm good.
Not yet.
Yeah.
And that's the only person that's next to me.
It's the only person next to you.
Well, the giant.
Well, Caliban.
I don't want to lay hands on him.
Probably get all
enough.
sticky.
I'd like to throw hands with him.
Fair enough.
No.
Okay.
No.
Very good. Then Delric, what would you like to do?
Toll the dead. Again.
Okay. You
Small cantrip.
you cast the spell.
It's a good cantrip.
Killer cantrip.
Trip, if you want to.
Literally.
Save.
He rolls a 1 on his save.
Oh, dang. And I do 5 damage.
Okay. Tell us the stage directions.
I point to him and God, I wish I knew some cool quotes. But instead, I kind of punish Bronin. Bronin, my back hurts from carrying this team, and I point to it again. And but this time, it's a very high ring, a very high pitched one, and you just hear a little ding, like a dinner bell, and his ears start to bleed, and that's it. That's all I got.
All right. You cast the spell, there's just a little tiny bell rings, and he turns around to the source of it, and you see as blood starts to trickle from his ears and then from his eyes, including the large bulbous one, and then he just slumps forward and collapses directly on Bronin. Just kidding. He falls down.
I look over to the.
We'll leave it.
Is it an elven woman?
That is an elven woman.
The elven woman.
The elven woman.
And I look over to her and I say, "Oh no, your poor pet is down. That's a shame." And trying to taunt her.
Fair enough. Anything else? Okay. All right, Delric. Billy, we need to make a death saving throw.
Woo woo! Episode 2. D20, yes.
Die 20, and you need to beat a 10. A 10 or better, I should say.
13.
All right, you have survived your first death saving throw.
Oh, thank the Lord. All right.
All right.
1 success.
Kree, what would you like to do?
I would like to. Okay, I get a little confused about the range, but I would like to throw a javelin at
Okay.
little Miss
What's the
fucker,
range? What are the range
fuckface.
numbers on it?
30/120.
Okay, so you can throw it up to 30 feet with no disadvantage. Up to, would you say 120?
120.
Between 30 and 120 is at disadvantage.
Pretty good. Oh, okay, great. So, how far away am I now?
You are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 feet from her.
So if I throw it from here, I don't have disadvantage.
You will have disadvantage. You
What?
up to 30.
Oh, I see. So can I just get within 30 feet?
Sure, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go.
And then throw a javelin just right at her face.
Okay,
please.
make an attack roll with your javelin, please. Roll a die 20 and add the modifier for your javelin attack.
So that's 20.
Nat 20. All right. Very nice. Okay.
You got the.
I wish I had one of those noisemakers.
You just kind of you just throw your sword back in the sheath over your back, and from the other side pull out a javelin and huck it. Please roll for damage.
Okay. So that's 1d6 plus 4.
So you roll twice the number of dice, and then add the modifier on it. So what's the damage for it?
So
Normally it would be.
Normally my attack. Are you talking?
The damage
normally
for the
my
javelin.
damage is 1d6 plus 4.
Okay, so now it'll be 2d6 plus 4.
2d6 plus 4. Okay.
Plus 2 because of rage.
Because.
Plus 2 because of rage.
Okay. So 8 total. There.
Okay.
Plus 4, 8, 9, 10, 12.
All right.
Plus 2 for
Plus
what?
2 for your rage, so 14.
Oh, right. Okay, 14.
What an
Okay.
athletic move, man.
Very nice. 14.
Remember this shit.
All right. So you huck this javelin. It slams right into her gut, and she looks up and just makes this horrible, ugly face as she yanks it out of her and chucks it to the ground.
What a Karen.
And her illusion drops. And standing in front of you now is this horrible old green-skinned hag with a huge, gnarled, warty nose. Her long claws now make a lot more sense, and she's got long, white, natty hair that runs down. You will regret that, she says.
She was ugly all along.
They're all ugly on the inside.
Always. Anything else, Kree?
I like you better when you're honest.
All right. Vornylia, what would you like to do?
Man, I was gonna do something, but I don't think I have any more spells. Because I did Yeah.
If you have any cantrips, you could cast a cantrip, but you don't have any more. No.
Right. Yeah. So I become a
Small pony.
I become a little rat,
Okay.
and I scurry up the chimney and go down it. That's possible. I'm ginormous.
Quick thinking.
Tree down!
Look at her! I become a little rat.
I actually have a bag of your animals over here.
I thought he was going to say I have a bag of rats over here.
I also have a bag of rats over here, and that's not even. I'm not kidding. You shimmer for a moment and shrink down to the size of a pretty sizable rat, but down there with a tuft of orange hair right on the top between your ears.
There's a collective.
I got to draw that.
And you're going to try to climb up.
the
Okay,
chimney and go-
make a we'll call it an acrobatics check, and we'll give you the you'll have the rat's dexterity ability.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
I mean, they seem like they'd be.
Pretty
The
dexterous.
ones in New York look really dexterous.
Okay. All right, so what'd you roll?
A 17.
Oh, very nice. You very easily scamper up. You're now, you can't get down the chimney, but you've scampered up the chimney, the bricks of the chimney, and you're now standing up, looking down to the sooty top of the chimney.
Okay. I can't talk.
You can't.
Damn it.
Yeah,
I mean, you
it's
could
not-
speak to other rats.
Okay. I talk to the rats. I say, "Is there a young girl in there? Do you see a
You
young
squeak
girl?"
down.
I talked to the rats.
Speak for the rats!
All right, very good. All right, Vornylia, anything else?
That's all.
All right, great.
That's the way I can get down the chimney.
Thexis, what would you like to do?
There is a bloodthirsty rage inside of me,
Okay.
seeing the person that I have become the closest to on this journey being downed. And I'm just like screaming bloody murder, and I'm gonna cast another magic missile directly at her.
Okay.
Because I'm not missing this.
All right. Please roll magic. Please roll on your wild magic and 1 or 2.
What do you mean, 1 or 2?
If you roll a 1 or a 2.
Oh, well, that's a 7, so we're all right.
Okay.
It was real close to a 1.
When casting, we discussed when casting with particular rage, it's even more likely to roll wild.
That is very true.
So okay.
$12.
12 points of damage. Very good. You launch 3 arcane darts. Again, one after the other. Slams into her. She looks at you and snarls. She's missing most of her teeth. The ones you have are kind of gnarled.
Dental hygiene's important, kids.
She goes, "You too." And that is anything else?
Bono. Sorry.
In a fit of like not thinking properly, I'm gonna run up to be right alongside Billy.
Okay, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Okay. You are now standing next to Billy's unconscious form. Anything else?
Give her a middle finger. I don't know.
Okay. You offer a middle finger.
That's how you fire the magic missiles.
She sees you coming up, running towards her, and as you do, she says, "You, devil spawn, you are a blight upon this earth." And she casts vicious mockery.
That's my move.
So make
anymore,
make a wisdom saving throw, please.
You're watching as a ghost.
It's such a lame line.
That's a 9.
You do not make the save, I am afraid. Sorry, what's the damage on vicious mockery?
1d4.
1d4. You take 3 points of psychic damage from the insult,
I am very hurt, but I am still standing.
and you are and you have disadvantage on your next attack.
What if I don't?
You have it
Oh.
3 days from now when... all right, anything else? I asked myself? No. Okay, Brendan, what would you like to do?
How far am I from the hag?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares from her.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna shoot at her.
Okay.
So I'll load up my crossbow.
Okay, you grab your crossbow, notch a bolt in it, and make an attack. Please make an attack roll.
Fucking.
Homie, if you had not gone to that baseball game,
Maybe dice jail for that one.
It's a fucking.
The crossbow bolt just like hurtles off,
snaps out of the thing.
find it.
disappears into the woods. Would you like to make a move towards her, or are you just going to stay where you are?
I'll move. Yeah, I'll move towards her.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good, someone with some healing.
And grab my, put my shield. I got my shield.
All right. So you draw your sword and pull out your shield. All right. Billy, that's Bronin, Delric. What would you like to do?
I'm going to move my full speed in an angle to see the hag as well.
Here.
Yeah. And I'll use Toll the Dead again.
Okay. She does not make her saving throw.
Good.
5.
5 points of damage. You again, the sound of the bell echoes.
Ding dong, bitch.
Ding dong, bitch. Nicely done. And she seems taken aback by it and glares at you across the way.
Yeah. Riddle me that.
Anything else, Delric?
No.
All right, Billy, death saving throw.
16!
All right, that's 2 saves.
I'm feeling. Oh, yeah.
Very good. Kree, what would you like to do?
How far away is this boulder right here?
That from you?
This one right here, yeah.
4 squares.
Could I run for that boulder and as I am running throw another javelin at her?
You can, yes,
Is that-
basically.
okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So you sprint along behind Bronin, coming close to the rock, and you're going to throw another javelin.
Could I just a couple back towards this direction, towards me?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yes.
5.
Yeah, like right there.
Yep.
Okay, and then just another javelin.
All right. Make an attack roll with your javelin, please.
So that one's 2 crits in a row, actually, technically. So that's cool.
Is that a 1?
But it's a 1.
All right, very good.
So-
You go to chuck a javelin, you grab it, and you miss just horribly. But in the process, you manage to actually throw the rest of your javelins. They kind of always go thunk, 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 thunk. And you now have no more javelins in your
Cool, tight. So I don't really have anything else I can do, but I say, hey, ugly! Fuck you! We're not the wittiest bunch, are we?
You guys are really you guys really have a way with words. All right. Anything else, Kree?
No.
All right. Vornylia, what would you like to do? You are now a rat standing atop the chimney.
That sounds like a nursery
So
rhyme.
Right?
So rat's standing atop the chimney. I peer into the chimney to assess the size of opening
Uh-huh.
of the chimney.
It
Is there-
appears to be a normal-looking chimney, that, from what you can tell. Make a perception check.
Okay.
This is Texas. We've never seen a chimney.
God.
Dirty 20.
Oh, okay, yeah. 23.
23.
No. 22.
22. Okay,
count.
great. You peer down with your little rat eyes down the chimney. You can see it looks to be a pretty standard chimney. You look down. You can see the bottom of it. It's smoky, as I mentioned. So you're kind of like peering down into smoke. Or however rats cough, and you can see that there is a fire down there.
We hear a rat just.
So, okay. I want to transform into a spider, but do I have to be a person first?
No.
Okay. I transform into a little spider.
Okay. You transform into a spider. I don't have a tiny spider-sized
Okay.
rule. Just assume you're at the top
Okay.
there.
So then I spin a web
Okay.
and lower myself carefully down into the chimney.
Okay. You begin to lower yourself down. It will take you your turn to
Okay.
move down.
Okay.
And you're going to need to make some saving throws next turn because you're going to take heat damage from
Okay.
like the fire that's down in that chimney.
There's no way to avoid the fire.
There is not. You're going down a chimney with a fire at the bottom of it.
God. Okay.
All right. Okay, so you slide your way down. Okay, very good. Thexus, what would you like to do?
Firebolt. Let's hit this bitch.
Firebolt. Make an attack roll, please.
10. That's shit.
Modified 10. 10 plus your spell attack bonus.
I keep forgetting. 16.
16 does not hit.
Fuck.
Sorry. You launch a firebolt. For being an old hag, she seems to be pretty nimble, and she dodges out of the way as the firebolt courses and blasts into the rock behind her. Anything else?
Nah, I ain't got shit.
Okay.
It's also going in dice draw.
She goes down and with her claws goes to rake Billy's throat, and she goes to make an attack on him.
He's already down.
A 23,
Yeah, that'll do
I
it.
imagine, hits. You auto fail a death save.
Cool.
So she rakes your throat of your unconscious body, and she licks the blood off of her fingers.
I'd have a cool fucking scar after this.
Yeah, you are. You don't have a gnarly one.
Bronin, what would you like to do?
Your precious vocal cords.
He's having a bad time.
Rush in.
Yes.
Double-handed.
Yes.
Come on, man.
This is it.
This is gonna be it. Come on.
17.
A 17 hits. Please roll for damage.
That's what we need. Let's go.
Andrew doesn't know what to
It's
do
a
with himself.
divine smite.
Oh, and divine smite even.
Let's go. This is amazing.
Night of Iluid, your day has ended and your night has come.
Yes.
D10.
Hold on, I'm counting.
All right. So that's 6
Yes.
plus 2d8s. It's 3 and 8
8
for
points of
11
so 11 total points of damage.
plus the 16.
Oh,
Right? That's what I had in or
so
the
your initial
16
damage from the sword was 16, and then you added 11 radiant.
Wait,
No, it's 1d10 plus your strength.
right? Which was I think 6
Okay.
and then 11.
Oh, so 17 total.
Yes.
Okay,
Nice.
great. Very good.
Nice.
Thank you. That
Nice.
makes sense. You come cleaving, and your sword begins glowing with this radiant energy. This like white energy, white like the moon. And you slash your sword down. It drives into her shoulder, and she lets out a horrible hiss. And the reeking smell that comes off of her is putrid. And she
all
is.
over my clothes.
It's all over you. You're just a mess.
Unusual.
Anything else, Bronin?
I do not believe so.
Healing?
Okay.
some healing. Oh,
All right. Delric, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna move my full movement, getting closer to Billy. Can I get next to him?
No,
No.
you're going to be 5 feet away.
Okay, and I can still see the hag.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move there.
Okay.
And then Toll the Dead.
Everybody's favorite, Toll the Dead.
Ding dong.
Wisdom
at this
saving
point, it's playing
throw.
Carol of the Bells.
She does not make her saving throw.
Oh, ding dong. We're here to talk to you about your cards.
Ding dong.
5.
5 points
Consistent.
of damage. All right, you cast a spell. Again, the bell rings and her eyes just kind of flare up in anger. And if she could look more dead, she probably would. But I mean, let's be honest. Anything else?
I yelled to the group, all stabilize Billy. Everyone surround her.
Okay. Billy, death saving throw, please.
18.
Billy is stabilized, so he is at 0 hit points. He is no longer dying, at risk of dying, but he is unconscious.
I'll take it.
Kree, what would you like to do?
I would like to take my sword and get
Yeah.
up as close as I can and just swing for a neck.
1, 2, 3
Soft
here.
bits.
Yeah, okay, make an attack roll with your sword, please.
Swish.
You and Bronan just like.
Yeah. That was such a thud. Okay, so 12. I'm two-handed. Oh, wait. So this is just a hit.
It's good.
Do I add?
So roll that and add your attack bonus with your longsword.
Right. Okay. So that's 16.
16 does not hit. You swing the sword, and she's like weirdly nimble.
Did I inspire you?
I was waiting for it.
Is it? Can I still?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, plus 6. So I'm better. Now 22.
22 hits. Please roll for damage.
Okay. Okay. So 1d8 plus. Oh, just kidding. 1d10 plus 2. So
+2.
just kidding. So plus 4. 3 plus 4, 7.
7. Okay, great. It looks like you were gonna miss it, and then you're like,
Weird.
wait, no, Billy told me I could make this happen. And then you recourse the blade, and it drives into her back. Ah! She is looking pretty bad at the moment, all things considered. I mean, she looked bad to begin with. She looks worse now. Anything else, Kree?
No, that's it.
Okay. Vornylia. So please make a dexterity saving throw.
Let me lead to kick the door open. Judith. Her arms.
9.
Done it.
A 9. Okay. So you.
Rat has 1 hit point.
I'm not a rat. I'm not even a rat. I'm a spider now.
You take 6 points of fire damage. So your spider form, which has 1 hit point, disappears.
Yeah.
And then you take 5 more points of fire damage as you appear in a fire. You pop up in a fire at the bottom of this fireplace.
Okay.
And you
Boy,
are
Judith is going to be
burning.
freaked out. Right?
You, I presume, want to probably get out of the fire.
Right.
Right, yes, okay.
Or
You
Judith.
scramble out, and then I'll
Okay.
tell you what happens
Okay.
on your next turn. Thexus, what would you like to do?
God, I'm gonna stab that bitch in the eye.
Okay.
19.
This is a what?
What?
What are we doing?
I'm stabbing her in the eye with a dagger.
Are you going to attack her from range, or are you going
No,
to...
let's get right up on her.
Okay.
Sorry, I got real mad for a second.
Charge up.
I just want to stab her. I
Charge
don't
up,
know.
draw your dagger, and go to stab her. You hit, please roll for damage.
6.
6 points of damage. Great. You take the dagger and stab it into her shoulder. She's now bleeding from a good number of wounds, and it's and again, just as you get up close to her, she just reeks. She is absolutely putrid. Anything else?
Bath. Damn.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. It is her turn. She is going to disappear. And she is going to move Bronin, Thexus, and Kree all get attacks of opportunity on her.
It's like
They will
three
be
people around.
They will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
So roll 2 die 20 and take the lower of the two numbers, please.
Okay. So that's a 14.
A modified 14?
Just a natural 14.
Oh,
Plus your sword.
Plus, because I'm still holding my sword. So 16.
at disadvantage?
14 plus. Oh, so actually that's 20. Yeah, because I got a 20 and a 14.
Dang, girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that hits. Please roll for damage.
Okay. Probably gotta do what I was gonna do. I'm just so excited.
No, it's great.
Okay, so 8.
8. All right. Very good. You don't see what you hit, but you definitely strike something, and she lets out a grunt. Thexus, making. What did we get?
Question for you.
Yes.
So in Tides of Chaos, it does say, because I have used it already.
Yes.
Anytime before you regain the use of this feature, the DM can have you roll on the Wild Magic Surge table immediately after you cast a spell, and then you can regain the use of this feature.
Okay.
So can I roll on the table and then
Yeah.
regain it?
Not yet.
Ah, shit. Well, I've got an 8, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. You swipe, but air. Bronin, make an attack disadvantage.
14.
You do not strike home, I'm afraid, and you have lost track of the hag. All right. Back around to you, Bronin. What would you like to do?
Kree, can you smell where she went?
Well, she smells like shit, so.
You can try to make a Bronin. You can try to make a perception check to see if you can determine where she went.
16.
Dance of
Does he do that? Do you do that while this happens?
That's a move.
Where did she go?
I should say it should be at disadvantage. I apologize. Your perception at disadvantage because she is invisible. So one more and take the lower of the two.
15.
You're not really sure where she went.
Could I also try to track her?
Yeah, on your turn. Look
Oh,
at that.
right.
All right, Bronin. You
Then I'll make my way to the cabin.
Okay.
Ah! Wait a minute.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make my way to the cabin.
Okay.
He starts and then he stops.
Steps
and then he
over
just keeps
Billy.
going.
You make your way to the door, stepping over Billy's stabilized and unconscious form, and then we have so you're at the door basically now to the cabin.
Right. I
Okay.
can't check if it's locked or not.
No, at this point, because you kind of like spent some time trying to find her.
Yeah.
That's kind of been your turn. Delric, what would you like to do?
I'm going to use my movement and my action to go to the door and open it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. You're up there next to him. You're gonna go try to open it. Please. Are you gonna try to force it open? It's locked.
Yeah, I'll have to force it open.
Okay.
So,
Make a strength check.
big boot. It's a modified 6. Modified 4.
You try to put your shoulder into the door, but you're like, ow,
Bronin,
that's gonna bruise.
That's your job, Bronin. Bronin, your job. You should do that.
All right. Billy, you are unconscious.
Yep.
Cree, what would you like to do? You have to try to find her?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
make a perception check at disadvantage.
All right. Okay, well. So 2.
You do not know where she went.
Okay. I have a little bit of time left to do something.
Yes,
that?
you could move. You have not moved yet.
I don't have a first aid kit or anything. And I wouldn't know how to use it even if I did.
Right.
Fair enough.
So maybe I just go over to Billy and pull out like a ration and sort of
You go up adjacent to Billy and just start to try to
poke
put
him
like
in the face with a
try
piece
to
of
put
beef jerky.
dried jerky into his mouth.
Did it work?
It doesn't seem to be doing it.
Oh,
It's
well.
just kind of like
24
messing around with
hours,
his lips.
and I can't make
I did
Anything
try.
else, Scree?
Didn't take a nap or something since I made them.
Oof. I didn't see Nelia go into the. I wouldn't have seen her go into the cabin. Would I have? It was probably too much.
No, probably not. You would have seen her turn into a rat and then scamper up, but I don't think you would know that she necessarily had gone in. You kind of just lost sight of her.
Then I just shout out, anyone have any healing?
Yelling out for healing. Is that your turn, Cree?
I think that's
Okay. Vornylia, you are in the cabin, kind of recovering from a burn as you come rolling out of the fireplace into a cabin that is filled with all sorts of weird oddities everywhere. Trinkets, jars, bits of animals. You see there are several small cages that are up near this, hanging from the ceiling. Little metal cages hanging from the ceiling. There's a rickety old bed in one corner. There's a table, some chairs. It's cramped in here and it's filled to the brim with all sorts of weird, smelly, odd oddities. And near the door, you see Judith. And she is like cowering up against the door.
Judith, are you okay?
Vornylia.
Oh,
How did you get in here?
it's complicated. We've got to find a way out of here. My friends are outside fighting. Do I see anything I recognize that's usable in her witchy, magical hag stuff?
Make a perception check. We'll call it an investigation check, actually.
What do I add to investigation? 5.
You take a quick glance, but you don't immediately recognize any of the stuff in here.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I guess that's it.
Okay. Thexus, what would you like to do?
If I turned around and cast Firebolt to the door, would I be able to hit it without hitting Bronin?
You'd have to make an attack roll on it, but yes.
Cool. Let's do it.
Okay. You fire a firebolt. It slams not near the door, but straight into the side of the cabin. And as it does, this weird blue energy disperses the firebolt.
Gotcha.
That's why I couldn't open it. That's why. It wasn't because I wasn't strong enough.
All right.
Because there's a barrier.
No, she locked it with a key. That's it. That's all I can do. Oh, come on!
You.
She appears behind you and goes to make an attack.
Hey, boy.
We're about to be two sleepy boys.
22. Does that hit?
Oh, you know it does!
I have to ask. You take 13 points of slashing damage.
Good night!
As a searing pain comes, as she kind of wraps her clawed hands around your throat and presses, and just blackness covers your vision, and you drop. Oops.
Oh. I drop a tree!
Like the tree.
Felled like a log.
Unconscious. Thank you. Here.
Two sleepy boys.
All right.
Taking a nap.
Just snuggling.
Bronin, what would you like to do?
Texas! And I turn around, and how far am I from the witch?
4 squares.
I know he said my name. I heard
I
Texas.
run
Yes.
and stabby stab.
All right, you go running up. Make an attack roll, please.
Son of a bitch.
Oh no.
In the heart.
This chair go like, ba-ding! All right. 17.
17. A 17 hits. Please roll for damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and divine smite.
All right, all right.
By the light of Iluid, your day has come to an end and your night has arrived.
I've heard that before.
That's good both times.
I don't care. I'm eating this shit up.
Yeah.
So 6,
Yeah.
and then,
Plus the divine
and
smite.
then, a long game, Joe. That's 8. And another 8.
Oh, let's go! So 24 points of damage. 6 plus 8 plus 8.
Yep.
Yeah.
22 points of damage. All right. Give us the stage direction.
Clutch move! Ow!
I come running up and I say the thing that I've said already. And as I do, I cut her head clean off. Just white, blinding light that sears it off.
You slice straight through the head. Her eyes kind of go wide, and the head just slides off her shoulders, and then the body collapses straight down, and sort of a green gas is emitted from her. It's pretty.
It's all over your clothes.
It's all over you.
It's all over you, and it is it is well done here. We are going to we have a person down, so we will take 2. Who's next?
Me.
And wait, I have one more thing to say.
Oh yeah, say it.
I look back and I go, Delric, my back. This battle, it's killing me.
Billy is unconscious.
10 out of
Cree, what are
10.
you doing?
Oh, it's me?
Yeah.
I'm a barbarian. I can't do shit here.
I understand.
I'm next.
Oh, I apologize. I skipped Delric. Delric, what's up?
I go up to, I run over to the Thexus quickly, and I put my hands
Fuck
down,
Texas.
and I spare the dying to stabilize and just make it so no more death saves or anything like that.
You stabilize. You run over and stabilize Thexus, and arcs up like you
Clear.
flatline him, and then like up and then down, and that's the and you are stabilized now, Thexus.
Thank you.
The inside the cabin, Judith, you hear the Bronin give the war cry, and it seems as though perhaps all is clear, and Judith reaches up like a shaky hand and and opens the door. It unlocks it from the inside and peers out, and you can see, like looking around, you can see your comrades. 2 are on the ground, and the rest of you are kind of huddled around, breathing heavily. Bronin's like, standing on his sword, leaning on his sword, and Judith steps out, and just pale and just stunned by everything, really, and then her features begin to shift. And as you look at her, wild, bristly hair begins to grow on her face and coming out of her arms. Long ears begin to grow out the top of her head, and a short muzzle grows out from the front of her face, and her eyes are big and round and yellow. And as she stands there, her feet grow out. And standing there, no longer before you, is a young girl, but instead something that looks most closely, perhaps like a large rabbit, but not quite. The distinguishing features making it different than a rabbit. And a smile crosses what was Judith's face, and it bows courteously. Well, hello there. My name is Robin Goodfellow, but me friends, well, they called me Puck. Oh, my. And we'll end tonight's session. And with that, so thank you all. And thank you all for sticking around throughout the course of this evening's adventure. I know we ran a little long today, I apologize, but we just couldn't stop in the middle of this fight. So if you have not yet donated, you can donate to the Classical Theater Company. If you enjoyed tonight's performance. And you can do so down below in our Twitch channel. You can find the information below. Or you can donate the PayPal down below, or you can donate straight through Classical Theater Company through classicaltheater.org. We will, that's great. Thank you guys so much. We will be back next Monday night, where we will pick up right here where we left off. Don't forget to come check us out this weekend at Comic Palooza, the George R. Brown Convention Center. Yes. Oh, I'm very excited. And who is our giveaway winner? Gabriel Velasquez. Not him. Gabriel Velasquez. Congratulations. You have won the autographed Player's Handbook. Thank you so much for your donation.
Thank you, Gabriel.
Greatly appreciated.
Oh, wow.
With that, we bid you all a good night. And we will see you next week. Thank you so much.